Welcome, everybody. Thank you for checking out Pirates and Demons. Um, and right, and of course, River started having things to say as soon as we started broadcasting.
Of
Um,
course.
Thanks for bearing with me on that, and any slight delay getting started. As you may see, we have a little bit of technical difficulty in that our GM Hasa is uh, sort of static today, but she is here, and we're gonna jump in momentarily and kick some pirate booty. Um,
Or get
as
some pirate booty kicked.
well, yeah, that could happen too, I suppose. Theoretically possible, but what are the chances?
But I doubt it.
Yeah. Um. So, how are you guys doing? Jimmy, do you have anything interesting going on?
Oh well, I've been basically playing Darkest
Hush.
Dungeon this whole day because the game got released today, and I bought it, and I'm still thinking about it. Probably. I mean, yeah, I've been doing that the whole day, and I can recommend it to everyone who likes turn-based strategy / dungeon crawl games. But yeah, other than that, I've been doing fine, and yeah, and looking forward to the game today.
Cool.
So you'll be questing for the darkest dungeon, trying to find it
Probably,
on one of the islands.
maybe.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I
Yeah,
need to check it out. Mark, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I got some exams this week, so that sucks a bit, but oh well.
Well,
I'm gonna be fine. So
okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure you will ace them, so it'll all be to the good.
well, you have to read the stuff you need to learn before to ace them. Actually, that's the problem.
Well, only if you don't cheat. Har har. And Asa, other than being static today, how are you?
Well, you see, I am practicing ventriloquism. But I
Ah,
still can't do it without making the weird face.
yes. But still, pretty impressive.
I know. It's skill. No, I installed Windows 10 and that resurfaced some old problems with my drivers that, got out of hand now because now it's even breaking my sound instead of just like breaking my computer. But, I'll fix it at some point. For the rest, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm looking forward to the game.
Cool. Yeah. Shall we jump in?
Totally.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Let's. Do you guys wanna do the wiki thing first or at the end?
Totally up to you.
Okay, let's do the wiki for a moment then.
Okay.
I closed Skype because I didn't want to burden my computer, so you guys will have to send each other the link.
I have it open already.
If
I
you're
can
not in
send.
there.
I sent it.
Okay.
Cool. So why don't you guys tell us about like the things you created? Mark.
All right. I created the desire shards. These are fragments of a pearl that are distributed over the sea, and if you bring them all together, you can craft the Tear of God. This is an item that is supposed to fulfill any wish if you have this whole Tear of God available. And there are some footnotes. Should I?
I think like we can do all our own like footnotes and be like, well, You can say it like that, but you'd be like dead wrong because totally those desire fragments don't fulfill wishes. That's just a myth
Poppycock.
created by General Jacqueline to make piracy more popular, so that the government's demon fire income is increased.
Okay. Then
Well, yeah, I noted that the Serpiente Perdida, and I may be mangling that. But anyway, that tribe claims to hail from that now sunken island that supposedly lay between Isla de los Lagos and Isla de Seda. And according to their tale, the island was lost when one of their tribal shaman managed to craft the tear god, and then in response to the drought that was afflicting the island, asked for more water, and got too much.
So that was how the sea was created.
Yes, clearly.
I've heard something else on the other hand. That those pearls, not those pearls, but those tears of God. It's not just one of them. You can't just create one. You can create multiple of those. The trick is to gather the right desire fragments. It's kind of like a, collect 08 kind of thing. And there aren't just 8 of them in the whole world. They're being created as time goes by the fire elementals in the burning pools. And how they are distributed around the world, it's not known. And another footnote that I wrote is that it is said, I guess, that Merfolk has several of those fragments hidden in the Coral Temple, but it's very, very unwise to go look for those and even try to steal them.
Did you create anything else, Mark?
only footnotes.
Okay. Brad, what entries did you create as being a wise and always right scholar?
Oh yes. Well, I did expound upon the nature of red dragons. These magnificent yet terrifying creatures are believed to possess superhuman intelligence, as well as a certain nobility of spirit. But their avarice is well documented. And while many tales of dragons don't appear to be credible when subject to investigation, particularly scholarly investigation, reports of dragons carrying off entire trading galleons seems to have some some fair degree of corroboration. And it seems that that when they do this, they tend to drop the galleons like up in the mountains to get at the treasure within. Or that's what I heard.
Naturally.
Well, on top of that, I would add that there's a legend about how the red dragons actually came to be, and it's about the wizard Cormac who used the forbidden demonic magic, but it's not well known how exactly that went. The information has been lost through the ages, but again, rumor says those scrolls that tell the tale are hidden in an underwater library, And some people around the world are still after that piece of knowledge and are striving to finish the story and to know how everything happened, basically.
Underwater library? That's ridiculous. How can you read the books when they're
Look,
wet?
I don't make this up. It's just fact, you know.
Well, from the information I got, the actual reason why they want to acquire treasure, the red dragons, is to maintain their scales, which are made of finest rubies. And if they don't have enough gold, silver, platinum, gems, or whatever treasure they can get to use their special rituals, the quality of the rubies as well as their power declines. And if they lose the ruby scales completely after a certain time without treasure and using it for their ritual, they lose their power completely and have no way to regain it ever. Those creatures then lose often their sanity and run havoc over the world until they die, which is not that long of a time most of the time, because they just attack every city they see. And those dragons are called coal dragons.
Okay, okay.
I particularly like that bit of lore.
Well, actually, I have a story. It doesn't have any footnotes yet, but I have a feeling that people will soon disagree with me, and that is the story of the demon fire. And these black and red crystals are created from the sap that seeps from the pores of higher demons, and they're used for fueling powerful magic spells. Because of these demon fire crystals, it's that piracy is allowed in this world, because without those pirates, nobody would, be stupid or brave enough to collect them. It is said, by the way, that any items made from demon fire, such as we all know the hollow sword, that they have magical properties. And I would also like to tell the tale of Elben, King Elben, who we all know as to be the pirate king of ancient times. Many false rumors have traveled the world around him, which are all absolute nonsense, naturally. He was just a normal human man, and he has a talent for PR, so, good doses of luck and his talent for PR raise him to the status of Pirate King, and suddenly nobody tries to fight him anymore because they're like, ooh, it's the Pirate King. And all the other stories of him fighting legendary sea monsters are just tales told by parents to scare their children into obedience. Like, oh, killing Alban will come and get you if you don't eat your greens. I mean, yeah, right. Like, if somebody like me would ever believe such nonsense.
Actually, that's completely bullshit. Alban was not even a person. It was a group that chased their dreams of creating the one best single non-alcoholic drink in the world. They traveled decades and tasted everything, and they finally made the lemonade Alban, which is the drink they were looking for. And actually, they needed so much rare and expensive spices for that they had to attack cargo ships to attain those. That's why they think it's some kind of dangerous pirate. But it's said that they left the recipe for the lemonade somewhere, and this is the treasure of Alban. And the lemonade is said to be so good that it actually makes you so happy that you're in harmony with the whole world, so it can even boost your magic powers for a certain time because you're so euphoric.
Which is obviously nonsense, but let's continue on. Scholar Demi, I believe you wrote something about Barnacle Beach.
Oh yes, I did. It's It's this Barnacle Beach is the name of a small island. It's not mapped because it's not very well known. It's known among certain certain people and pirates in particular. It's a very small island between Isla de la Seda and Isla de los Lagos. And it's used by those pirates to evade the navy and stash their treasures. You know, it's a long way between the two big islands, so they need a point in between. And this is an island where basically where pirates are the most honorable people you can imagine. There are no feuds, there are no enemies, there are no thefts or fights or kills or whatever. It's I guess I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it's a place where you would see pirates become very different from what you're used to thinking when you think pirates. And it is said that the pirate queen Sybil cast a spell a long time ago on that island, a spell she invented herself actually, which made the island hidden from the navy and basically whoever would chase those pirates that want to go there.
I mean, hidden islands that nobody finds.
Oh, I
Except
find that
most
part.
people.
I find that part credible. But
But
yeah,
pirates
that
being nice. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that one definitely is gonna need some footnotes.
I do believe it does. By the way, if you guys want, you can think about the stuff that I did in red still needs doing. So if you guys have any ideas for that for our next session, you're welcome to do that. We have Aquira Island still that needs to be doing, the Coral Dragons, the Coral Temple, and a bunch of footnotes. But for now, let's start with the session. We do have a bunch of other footnotes that were added as well, but those topics like Captain Redwing have been discussed previous session already, I believe.
Alban Chalice?
Yeah, I made it before, but I didn't discuss it, I think, or something. I did already make it. I remember that much. It's obviously the poison chalice that Alban used to kill Queen Isleka, but...
Well, actually, it was just as Isleka who ordered a chalice of Alban, and she wanted to know if this is really that good and hire them as their personal cooks, but she was the only human being who didn't like Alban, and they were hurt so much that they actually battered her to death with the chalice. So, yeah, that's the true story about it.
I can't see how you can be that wrong. I mean, it's it's obviously a story that people tell each other. It actually originated from the bard named Omilon, and it was just a a very expensive and beautiful chalice, obviously, but it didn't make anything to poison any wine or whatever. It was just common poison used to assassinate this queen. It wasn't anything special or magical.
Yeah, he agrees with me as well. It's poison.
It's Alban.
Yes, Pirate King Alban.
No, the lemonade.
These players, what do I do with them when they just don't agree with my world? So I believe that you guys were busy running from the authorities last time when we left you.
I don't know what you mean.
Something about escaping from prison, hacking a ship into blowing up a bridge, things like that.
I don't think that had anything to do with us.
You always
I
make
mean,
us sound so You know, I don't know.
I mean,
They
Find a new GM.
they actually did it to themselves. They tried to put me into prison, so they basically did it to themselves.
They asked for it.
Their own fault.
I mean,
For
yes,
me, it says your
Cypher.
connection to the server has been interrupted. Did you guys see me move you to Cedar Island?
I can't even log on to Roll20.
Okay. Then you're going to have to play it by ear, I guess, because you guys are in the Dark Forest. That's where you met up at the end of last session. After your daring escape. So you guys are in the Dark Forest. What do you do?
Oh, I struggle with cats. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I struggle with cats and worry about my internet connection. And restart
dear.
Roll20. Hopefully,
It's for me as well.
Yeah,
it's
Roll20
just-
is also for me.
It's broken.
No,
Okay.
it's black. Randomizing dice rolls. It's stuck on the loading screen.
for me, it is opening planar transport. Very slowly. But you know, I guess we can sort of press on and hope that it.
User disconnected from your channel.
Or not.
What happened?
Huss is
Yeah.
not here anymore. That is suboptimal.
Definitely.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. It's gathering steam. There we
User
go.
joined your channel.
And then my sound just randomly cut out, like totally.
Well,
No webcam and now also just no Roll20.
Roll20 works for me now.
yeah. It should be back up now.
Okay, I'll try joining it as well. This is one of the most successful sessions we've had until.
No, this is just amazing. So okay, we're in the forest. I'm sure that I can't actually carry enough wood to help out. What's her name? The shipwright. But that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to gather as much as I can manage to carry in my tentacles.
Didn't you abandon that?
Well, I know that was the plan, but I'm having a change of heart. You know, sure, we're being chased by you know, the authorities, but I just don't think that would be enough reason for Squidmaw to abandon his boss. I mean, that's not something he does. he may be a low-down, dirty pirate, but he is loyal to a fault.
Ah. Well, you're welcome to give yourself a fate point for that.
Okay.
So, Whitmore starts like snapping down trees with his maws. What do you guys do?
I'll look at him and just stand there in bewilderment. And what? Why are you gathering all that? Wait, you don't have to, you know.
Needs done, doesn't it?
What?
Needs done. What is her name again? I always blank out on it.
Stayora.
Okay, say. Could you type it in chat just so
Yes,
I
I will.
have a visual reference?
Stayora Duke or Stiora or whatever.
Okay. Sarah, she needs the wood.
Well, don't you realize that if we go back in the town, we'll probably get thrown in jail or into the sea.
As long as they can beat us?
What?
As long as they can beat us?
Well, they did it already once.
I won't go to the
That's
town
not
unless.
fair. There was someone from behind.
I'm guessing they
And
wouldn't
you
play fair again.
hightailed. Actually, did you try to save me or did you try to let the bridge explode I tried to escape with?
I'll give him a grin and say, well, you can decide for yourself.
Oh, a cheeky one.
Are you saying that we blew the bridge a bit too late, and, and you had already crossed?
I don't run anymore. Just stand there.
But
I will be blunt. Are you friends or foes now?
Prince of whom?
Friends or foes?
Oh, who you mean, us?
Why did I even bother asking?
A pirate has no friends, only mates.
I keep running.
Wait, when did you start running?
I thought we were running into the forest.
Oh no, you ran into each other in the forest.
Okay.
And then you guys are standing there or doing whatever you want to do, and like Squidmaw is like gathering wood. 1 tree at a time.
That's how he
The only
became
way.
captain.
Anyway, why did you hightail the last time we got this?
Why did
Well, there are.
Well, you guys could go back and finish the job
Yes.
properly.
That's actually a pretty nice idea.
No, it's not. What?
We signed up for the job. We should finish it.
There are only 6 left. The one is a bit disabled now.
Yeah, the
So,
6 and the rest of the
should be
town,
easy.
sure.
Well,
Wait.
the shipyard is a little bit away from the town. It's like, I don't know if that works. Can you see the ping?
Nope.
It's in F10.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, but we still, if we get a ship from there, we would still have to go through the channel between the sea and the ocean.
That's why we take one hostage and let them say that he just wants to, don't know, sail it to another port to actually sell it there. Don't know.
And it'll be our maiden voyage, so if we use, say, disguises, well, that may not work so well for me, but if we keep a low profile, perhaps we can pass through.
This sounds
Yeah,
like
we should
something I would
definitely.
want to do.
Actually,
Yeah.
I like that ship that they had there. So,
Which ship?
the Hand of Lucifer
Oh, that one. Well,
was nice.
that was a fine ship before the bottom had certain problems.
Well, you could
They still
always
work.
sneak back and fix them.
Do you mean they installed 10 windows? And they suddenly got some problems.
Yes, there's a window facing the sea, like rather directly.
Well, M just stops listening you for a while, and just walks away because she can't listen to those stupid plans anymore, and then I don't know, go somewhere to think about stuff, and on the way she looks around for if maybe someone tracked us somehow.
In the meantime, Cypher,
Yeah.
you are too strong-willed to back down. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make a suggestion.
Of course.
And that is that you don't back down on trying to get the hand of Lucifer. But I'm not gonna make it a kind of, hey, you have to pay a fate point if you don't agree. Like, you guys can like talk about this amongst you guys because it's a group thing. But
I don't often say no to compel, and this is not one of the times I say no. So, of course.
the rest, that's something I wanted to say. You guys can counter compels on each other. Like, if some like direction doesn't fit your idea of how the story should go, you can, instead of somebody else, pay a fate point to stop a compel, and then you pay it to them because they would be missing the fate point otherwise. That makes sense.
Yep.
Well, if we go at night, I think perhaps steal the hand.
But at night, if it's dark, maybe I don't see one of them, and this is actually to our disadvantage. I can beat them all if I see them correctly.
Oh, well, if you can beat them all, how about you fight them and we'll sail off with the ship?
I want the ship as well. That's not fair.
So I know you're like sort of celestial. You have wings, right?
Hmm?
Do you actually have wings?
Apparently not.
Oh.
That's up to you if you have wings. You
Yeah,
can always have whatever like thing, as long as it's.
Maybe you should just ask my character. If I can. Oh, never mind. You have no idea that I could have some. So.
Yeah, if you don't have like visible wings, I wouldn't know that you might be able to fly or something like that.
I can't fly.
Oh, that's
I
sad.
have. Spoiler alert! I got some kind of wings that I can. Not really use, but they're there for show if I want to.
Oh, but you do have them.
You could make a comment like, well, wouldn't it be useful if we had wings? But yeah, you guys do your thing.
Okay.
I'll just kill you.
Okay. Well, if you kill them all while we're sailing off, then certainly you could rejoin us later.
But I can't swim that fast. And
Well,
it's
then you drown.
cold.
We'll send out a
Would be
dinghy.
uncomfortable.
While on her little stress relief trip, M has thought about the options basically, but yeah, she wouldn't want to get caught and thrown in jail or killed or something. But then again,
It's
the
not
ship
that bad. I've
was
been there
pretty
before.
awesome. So she goes back relatively calm and walks up to Cypher and says, "You don't pick fights." And then goes to Squidmo, and you
Don't tell me
don't
what
help
to do.
them.
Oh,
Don't tell me what to do.
sorry.
If we want the ship, we have to plan ahead and not just go in and basically be stupid.
Well, we can make a deal that we plan ahead, but we try to get that ship. Is that all right for you?
Okay.
Everybody gets what they want.
So, what's the plan?
Well, as you said, we can go at almost at for nightfall. Then we, me and you, she's talking to Squidmore. We can go on the ship through the the damaged hull, I guess. Then maybe cut some of the lines, make the ship ready to sail, and then Cypher can join us, and I guess somehow we hope to get out without too much scratches and bruises.
Should I distract them?
How would you go on the ship if they are chasing you and then?
I can run faster.
Yeah, but they would know you're on the ship. We want to stay low, right?
This is boring.
We could meet up at the at Stiora's.
You wouldn't be too happy to see us.
I think
Well,
so.
we'll bring her wood.
What did I just say? Don't help them.
But I like your plan. I think it's a good one.
And we can start preparing while we're still in the forest. I can.
Well, you could go to Stiora with the Hand of Lucifer, and then just offer her the ship. I mean, that's a lot of wood, right?
No.
I told you we should change our dungeon master. She's doesn't have good ideas.
Clearly gone crazy. Give away our ship.
Blasphemy.
But I can start preparing from now by making some devices that would probably slow them down if we're on the ship and try to chase us.
Yeah,
Maybe
We can
some
just burn the place down. They would not be able to follow us.
But then the ship would burn as well.
Not if we get the ship before we burn it down.
It would take a long time to burn the whole city down.
Not the city.
Be practical.
The ship. Right.
Shipyard.
The what?
Shipyard.
Oh.
Shipyard.
I'm sure they have ships on the docks that they can chase us with.
Well, didn't they just have the one with no rigging? Other than the hand.
They had one that was in the process of being built. They had one, but it didn't have rigging, and then they had the hand.
Yeah, but that was
They
just
have one
those
ship that's
that
ready
were.
for sailing, and that's just the hand.
Weren't those the ships that were being built, and not the ones that are in town?
Yeah, the town, has a harbor, so there's ships there.
But the city's down the way a bit.
True. We can start preparing from now, and then I'm sure we'll have easier time doing whatever we want to do, and dealing with our screw ups. So I'm going to try and make a couple of traps, basically, that I would be able to plant somewhere around the ship if people try and board the ship before we sail with it.
Sure. You could even create some kind of contraption that unfolds when you throw it, and then people fall over it or something like that. so that you could like place as you're running or as they are running at you.
Let's see if I'm good at this.
Let's see how good they are though. Let's let that depend on how good you roll. Oof.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Only fair. I think like you can do it, but you need to like actually like actively take a moment to put the traps down. So it won't work while running, but it only takes like a moment or so to put them down.
Okay.
Roll D4 to see how many you have. Okay, you got 3 of them. So how do these traps of yours work? What do they do?
Well, they should be fairly simple. It's a simple matter of them getting stuck there. It's kind of like those simple bear traps that just get your foot and you can't get rid of them. I don't have too many materials around to be able to build something more advanced, so sadly that would have to do.
You could make something from wood. So that's like something I think you could make with your skills. Okay. Do the rest of you do something while Cypher is working on her traps? Actually, somebody roll me on the weather table. Let's see what kind of weather it is today. Oh well, you've got a clear sky and a nice sun to work with.
Okay. Well, I guess I could find someone that will come with us on the ships to deceive the people of the city that we actually have no problems of leaving this island.
Sure. Do you want to go to the city and abduct somebody?
I was thinking about it, or through the forest, looking if I find someone. But I guess I discussed it with you guys beforehand before I just start, right?
Well, that's up to you. You can walk away and try to find somebody in the forest.
Hey guys, I'm going to abduct someone so we can safely leave this island. Bye.
Wait. I think that there's a better way of doing this. I'm going to what's the word for reluctantly, I think.
Mhm.
Let me just, if that means what I mean.
Reluctant means hesitating.
Yeah. Reluctantly, I'll get a purse of coins and give it to you, and say,
Oh.
instead of abducting them, why don't you try and bribing someone?
I don't have money.
I'm just giving you some.
Yeah, it's just what the thought of mine was beforehand.
She just walks away.
If I get the money, it's fine, but I didn't have any before.
M gave you a purse with a few gold pieces.
I'm giving you a purse of with a few gold coins in it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is one of those things where I'm not supposed to help.
Exactly.
So I can't really go into the city, but
Well, you could
is there-
search the forest
yeah, I
to
don't
see if
have-
there's anybody chopping wood, or you could just abduct somebody from the shipyard. I mean,
Maybe I can buy this guy that was completely drunk that hit me with the bottle on the head, so I can throw him overboard later.
maybe you could.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out.
I'm sure he's sleeping somewhere in a corner of the shipyard.
I don't want to go that near. otherwise they see me. That would be a bad thing. Yeah, I'll just search the forest. Maybe there's
Okay,
lumberjack
investigate
or
it
something
first.
like
Let's
that.
see what you find. It
Oh,
says since this isn't a
also, as
big
you're heading
one,
out
fair
off, Squidmall's like, oh, and let me know if you find the cart. And Squidmall will continue to gather wood into a big bundle.
I have a question.
Okay.
Since I'm not on the shipyard, can I try to from here? I've been on the shipyard, so could I try to create an advantage by investigating the shipyard without being there, but on kind of memory and stuff?
How about Laura then, since it's Marie?
I guess I'll try. Can't hurt, I think. I
If you
hope.
want to investigate, you can go like near and try to like actually investigate. But
I'll do that.
from memory, I guess it's Laura.
I'll then leave Squidmall content that he won't be going anywhere soon, because he'll never be content with the work he's done.
It's
I'll-
just not enough.
At that moment, Squidmore decides to take like a, oh, you know what? I don't have enough yet, but I'll bring this already so she can start.
Oh. Wait, how did we leave it with her? With the what's her name? Steor.
Well, you guys were supposed to bring her wood, and like that's kind of where the thing left. Like,
Yeah, and our first attempt didn't go so well. So that's when we started to consider just abandoning the whole idea and stealing a ship. But now we'll just have to see how things play out, I guess.
I guess. just-
By the way, Cypher, if you want to find somebody in the forest, you have to investigate. So you have to find your investigate skill and roll them.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not
Nice.
shabby.
Definitely not shabby. The what will I give you as a bonus here? You find somebody and that person has a cart. It's a wood cart. And in fact, the cart is already filled with wood.
Nice.
Yeah, what do you do?
Is it a man or a woman?
It is a man.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like to make a bit of money?
He looks at you suspiciously. Maybe.
We could need your help. Could you come with us and we tried to acquire a ship, but the problem is our faces are not that they don't want to see our faces in the city, so we need one to actually be on deck while we are going through the city. So you're just saying, hey, it's me, I'm going down the river with the ship and sail the ocean, and then we just let you go away with a bit of money.
He looks at you suspiciously and says, "And this plan of yours, would that get me into trouble in any way?"
I don't think so. We will just let you go somewhere on this island where nobody sees us, and so there will be no connection.
Okay, deceive him.
That's not
Yeah,
deceiving.
yeah,
I
yeah. It's
really
gonna be
think-
perfectly safe. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean,
I never fail.
he's
that. Okay, I
helping
never did
like
that before, but
fugitives. I'm sure that that's not very like that will get him into trouble in some way. Let's see. He says he looks at you suspiciously and he says, "I won't do it for less than 1 gold piece."
I look into the purse.
There's
has
like
a few gold.
3 or 4 gold pieces in there or something like that.
This is quite a high price, but I will do it because we don't have another option. Okay. Deal.
It's like, damn, I should have asked for more.
Yeah, you're starving my children, but I'll take it.
So like 1 gold piece feeds a family for a week. So it's like a fortune, but you know. He would have asked more if he'd realized how dangerous this was.
Okay. So I actually try to get him the way to the others. So we can group and talk about the plan a bit together. Yeah.
And as soon as I see you with him, I'm Kumal's all, ah, you brought the cart.
The car.
I knew there was a reason why we broke you out of prison. Oh, and somebody with you. Just kidding about the prison thing.
Yeah. Like I could break out of prison.
Prison? Hold on.
That was a joke.
I guess like he rolled terrible on his thing earlier, so it's like okay, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Don't scare me like that though. You know that's not funny.
Just a running gag of ours.
So
Oh, that's funny because I did hear that there was a prison break recently.
For real?
That's part of it.
I thought this prison is really safe.
Yeah, well, they say that the person who broke out from it was like a demon or something, and obviously that can't be you guys. You guys are just too nice to be demons.
Aww. Actually, what is your name?
I don't know. Do you guys have an idea? This is a totally randomly generated guy.
Tio.
Oops, I got.
Write that in chat, please. Tur. There we go. My name is Tur. What is that? Like Dor?
Tur the woodcutter.
Yeah.
My name is Dor.
Wait, he is our door outside of this island. So.
Totally. So yeah, nice to meet you, folks. So where is this ship of yours?
Hmm?
Where is this ship of yours?
We will get it this night. We just have to make the final talks with the ones we are buying it from, and yeah.
Okay,
We will
I
tell
understand.
you.
I understand. Getting ships is hard.
That's true. They really want a lot of money from it.
Okay,
And
so should I come back later then?
sure, do so, but please stay in the area.
So,
I didn't have lunch or anything. Can't I go back to my cabin and fetch some lunch?
Where's your cabin?
It's like a few kilometers that way, and he points north.
Sure.
Actually, while you're waiting, I know a place where you can get a good price for your wood.
Oh, tell me.
Diora, she's a fine shipwright, but she's at a different shipyard from the one we're going to pick up our ship from. But I'll show you the way.
Oh, thanks, man. That's really cool of you. And then he looks a little like doubting when he says man.
You'd be welcome.
So do you lead him to Sierra's shipyard?
Yeah, totally.
Actually, I think we can't do this now. We don't know how long it will take to actually finalize the talk. So it would be nice if you could sell the wood tomorrow and use it would stay here, Squidmore. Is that okay?
Oh, all right.
Choices. Who do you listen to? Now look, you sir. You you may have my help, but I still need to do some business, and this wood needs to be sold, and I'm not letting any good opportunity pass.
Is that so?
We should be back in
Make
time.
the contact, then leave.
So you will actually get more for this wood than the money we give you.
You see him hesitate for a little moment, and he's like, well, no, but I'll get like a lasting like relationship with a shipwright who might buy more wood from me.
Yeah, and the difference when you sell it tomorrow will be that.
Look, you didn't need me until tonight. I'm not gonna sit here on my ass and like watch like valuable profit disappear. And if I sell
That's
it
got a point.
to this Stiara tomorrow, then somebody else might have already sold her wood.
What do you say?
I don't think it's a good idea, but it seems like I can't stop you, so.
Don't worry, we'll be back before you notice we're gone.
Okay, take care. I look at Skidmore.
And I'll keep an eye on things. On the way to Stiora's.
All right.
I presume you take a wide berth around the other shipyard.
Yeah.
You reach Stiora shipyard. Is there anything you want to do before you're there? Yeah, Brad, whenever you're not talking, occasionally we can just hear like random static, so you might want to mute your microphone in between.
Okay, sorry about that.
Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not.
Yeah, it's like sometimes, like especially if like a cat is talking in the background or Eldith is there or something like that, then it tries very hard to pick them up and just starts going berserk. much like Cypher sometimes.
Again, sorry about that.
Problem.
So, do you want to do anything before you arrive at Stiora's? That was a question to you, Widmore. Guys?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, good. Brad, where are you?
So yeah, I was just gonna take the guy to Stiora's. I don't think anything else. I don't think I have anything else planned like on the way.
Okay. Do you walk onto the shipyard and I'm like, hi, here am I, Stiora. I found this guy for you with wood, or like?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. As you walk on the shipyard, you see Stiora and her two fellow shipwrights working there. And Stiora looks like incredibly surprised to see you. She looks at you, she's like, Aren't you wanted fugitive?
Me? I don't know why I should be. There was someone I was associating with who might have gotten into a spot of trouble, but I'm sure it'll blow over.
I've heard another tale, but I see you've brought me wood. That's very noble of you in this situation.
Oh, thanks.
She talks to the woodcutter for a while, and they agree on a price which is totally less than 1 gold, by the way. And he agrees to come back next day. Yeah. And Stiara thanks you and wishes you good luck. I think you're gonna need it.
Well, I'll try my best. Thank you. And I guess I'll make myself scarce.
Okay. She says, before you go, is there anything I can do for you, guys? I don't feel like getting into trouble, but I hate leaving a debt unpaid.
Well, we should be, at least the plan is that we'll be, swinging back in a little while with perhaps another ship. If you could, make some minor repairs, that would be, appreciated. Or
Okay.
perhaps that M can do that, and maybe you can, if there's a part of the shipyard where the new ship would be, not quite so obvious.
Okay. I can do one or both of those things. I think it's only fair for the work you've done for me.
You're too kind, lady.
When will you be coming back?
Should be by tomorrow morning, or perhaps even late tonight.
Okay. I'll make sure that that I'll be here.
Thank you. Okay.
I guess you and your woodcutter friend travel back to the rest of the group.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I mean, it actually might work better if we meet him at Stiora's, but I don't think that was the plan. So,
Well, you can tell him that, but then you'd have to have an opinion of your own.
yes. So yeah, I'll just blindly follow the plan as is.
Okay. So now, what are you guys doing in between while Squidmaw is gone?
Well, I went to the other shipyard.
You went to the other shipyard. Okay. Are you just walking up to them?
No, I mean I'm going somewhere to a safe distance to
Okay.
see how we should go about this, and if anyone is on the ship, or if people are manning it, or basically to see what's going on, so we can have an easier time doing what we're doing after. So.
Okay. Sure. When you arrive, you see the hand of Lucifer, and it appears that it's been being made ready for departure.
By whom?
The pirates that it belongs to. You recognize your good friend Captain Tiga on there somewhere shouting orders?
Oh, is that the guy they made naked?
No.
No.
Well, does it seem like they're leaving soon?
Yeah, it does.
Well, we might either, go for it or miss our opportunity.
Well, I mean, it's not like right now. You have,
Yeah, but-
maybe an hour or something to make last-minute preparations, but waiting till tonight would take a little bit too long.
Hmm.
Well, I suppose I should go back to the rest and tell them what's going on, since we have to make our plans in a hurry, basically. But still, do I get to create an advantage by investigating the place?
Try it. Tell me what you see. Give me that beautiful
Let's see what I
roll.
see.
Ooh. Okay. You notice a few things. One of the shipwrights is missing. That was there earlier. You see people walking in and out while you observe and working on the ship. But this guy, it was the fellow who gave you the tool on the first time you guys were there. He appears to be not be working there. So instead of 7 shipwrights, there's only 6. Let's see. Yeah, you've got a good idea of the shipyard, and you've succeeded with style, so you've got like 2 free invokes on your knowledge of this shipyard and the layout and its workings.
Let me ask if well, M didn't pay attention too much last time she was here, so that's why she came back. She couldn't do it from memory, but maybe she knows 1 or 2 of the shipwrights over there, and maybe she knows that one of them has the same desire for riches and treasure as her.
Sounds like you're being empathic.
Oh, no, I wrote contacts. In case I know someone
okay,
from there.
that makes sense as well. Let's see. Roll the one. You didn't know anybody there. I'm sorry.
What if I had a 3?
That would be enough to know somebody.
Well, I have lived long enough to have visited a lot of the shipyards and places of the world. So I'm guessing I know some of
somebody
the
who knows somebody.
shipwrights, and yeah.
Okay. Well, you've heard. You didn't know this guy personally, but you've heard of him. His name is Eufrey. Eufrey Oru. And Eufrey is the second in command on the shipyard. And you know that he likes his shinies.
I'm going to wait for him to go somewhere. I don't know, to go to the bathroom or something to get away from the whole bunch of them. And I'm going to walk up to him and basically say hi. Would there be a place where I could do that?
Sure.
Safely?
He walks away to go to the bathroom, and you walk up to him and say hi, and he's like, "You were here yesterday. You want to come back for another beating?" And he raises his fists.
Wait, they
Well,
didn't do anything to us.
That doesn't matter.
well, you can if that would if that sounds fun to you, you can try. But I think I have a better idea, and actually I have an offer for you, not just an idea. You see, I'm
kind of
planning
offer?
to what?
What kind of offer?
An offer that would make you rich.
Please elaborate.
Will you see those pirates over there that are preparing the ship for a voyage? I think I'm actually no, not. I don't think. I'm sure they are nothing to you. Am I right?
He looks at them and he says, "Well, that depends how rich."
Well, I'm sure you've heard my name around here, and I'm sure you're smart enough to understand what I'm capable of. And with the right ship and the right crew, I would be capable of even more. And say if you were part of that crew, you could acquire a lot of riches.
Ooh. Okay. You know what? If you invoke your reputation, he'll just do it.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. He's like, you know what? Screw these guys. I didn't like my boss anyway.
Well, then I'll tell you what. Try to slow those the sailing off. Is that the word? The sailing off of those pirates until me and my friends come along. We'll make sure we get the ship, and you'll get on board, and we'll sail away. That's the plan.
Okay, that's a deal.
I'm
Just
not there,
make
but
sure that-
to riches and glory.
Just make sure I don't get hurt in the process. I've seen your friend, and she is like a demon.
Well, yeah.
I didn't want to get near one of those swords for sure.
Well, I'll do my best.
Okay, then you have a deal, ma'am. And like he walks up, and you hear him shout, like, "Hey, Tiga, I have a job for you."
Cool. I'll head back to our forest spot.
Nicely done.
Yeah,
The real question is, will he really sail with us, or will we just throw him out at some point?
Well, we'll need crew,
we
right?
need people for the ship anyway, so we might as well get the one that we know how to control.
Yeah, I just hope we don't get to fight any people that are richer than us.
Imagine that. I just
And yeah.
realized like a funny thing, like aurum with an M at the end is gold in Latin. That's a funny coincidence.
Yes.
Or
shall we
is
take
it a coincidence?
or is it? It is actually. His name came from the Roll20 random generator, and then whatever came out, I simplified. So it is completely a coincidence. But you know, I might have made his aspect based on that. Who knows? But yeah, shall we take a 5-minute break?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So please, well, I'd say stick around, but we'll be back shortly.
Yep.
Don't touch that browser. We'll be right back. Hello, Twitch chat. Can I have a cuppa?
I'm back.
No. Damn it. Doesn't work anymore.
What?
The Twitch emote.
One?
Touchdown Blitz. Was one of the best Twitch emotes. No!
You have to find a new one that you like.
How is that even possible? Oh yeah, there's even a bit. God, they really removed it. Those plebs.
I'm sorry for your loss.
This is a big deal.
Alrighty. Am I the last one, or
I think
Are
Hasi
we-
is still not here.
okay? Well, actually, in that case, I'll be right back.
Okay. Do I make a sandwich or do I not make a sandwich? This is the question that.
You should make a sandwich. You should always make a sandwich.
Yeah, but
Always the
then,
right answer.
Then Hasse comes back and then I'm eating while playing. It's a hard question. But I guess I will just wait until we are finished. Yeah, I will just do that. EU West. EU West can't handle dynamic queue.
What?
League of Legends dynamic
Yeah.
queue. You heard of it?
Yeah.
EU West doesn't seem to handle it. They brought a normal duo queue again because the server can't handle it.
Wow.
And I had a lock-in queue today. That was so nostalgic.
You were what?
It was nostalgic.
Oh.
Like did you play in the old days where you said, "Hey, I want to play League of Legends today." Went to your computer, logged in, go and in the kitchen, cooked something, then watched a football game, like the whole football game, and then you came back, and then there's still 10 minutes left, so I can do
Yeah.
something else. But you use that time often also to research about the game. Then, oh,
So is the hustle still
no,
out?
not here.
I don't think she's back. So
Okay. Oh, great.
Bats.
I muted the microphone right after the growling finished.
That's usually the case with animals and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So okay, let's go over the plan again, I guess.
Sure.
So we've already essentially waited till night.
We can't wait till night because it would have sailed already.
Oh, okay. I thought you had
Well,
sex.
he can slow them down, but I don't
Only
know
nice it would.
how long it would.
Okay.
How much he would.
Maybe he could
slow them
just
down.
make sabotage it a bit. That
Well, we want to sell it, don't we?
not to actually break it, but enough to let them think they might consider staying one day longer to actually fix it, because we are just going to. Actually, we don't know this, but we could actually fix it at Stora's place, but we don't have the knowledge for that, so never mind.
Well, I'm a pretty good crafter.
That's true.
But by the way, I don't want to say it when Has is here, but I don't have any fate points left.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I am back.
Uh-oh. Doubly.
We're totally not talking about you.
I bet.
Well, let me see. And how did you want to deploy the traps?
I'm not sure. Maybe when. I could have given them to the guy. I'm so stupid. But I don't know. Maybe I think I should, when we go there, when the opportunity comes. Because otherwise, I'm not sure. I can't sneak in and do it.
Even if you don't use them, you can still keep them in your inventory.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I don't know how sneaky M is, but I can try and sneak one aboard the ship. I'm not great at it, but it's non-zero.
Well, mine is very, very much zero.
Very mediocre sneaker. How about Cypher?
Well, at first I was a bit mourning that everything's boring, and then I start to work out. Yeah. Climbing trees, looking around what happens. If I reach the top of a tree, I can look a bit around. Well, what's happening?
You see a big lake.
That's
Some
probably the
grass
lake
and some
where...
mountains in the distance.
Okay.
Nobody of note passing by in any notable direction.
Okay. Then, yeah. I'll probably a bit dozing off would be nice.
Well, what we can do is start going, since well, we don't want to miss it, don't we? Do we?
No, we don't want to miss it. All right.
I mean, I'm
So-
not sure how we would do it in the daylight, but if we want to try, I think we should.
That out of context, that sounded a bit dirty.
Wow. Fair enough.
Well, maybe M is into it.
Oh well, I'm always ready.
Continuing to be dirty. Well, okay. Do I get back in time for us to do this before the hand is heading out?
So, what do you want to do before the hand is heading out?
Oh, just for us to steal it before the hand heads out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys sneak up to a brush from where you can see the hand, and it's still there.
Did Squidmore give us the information, by the way, about Stiora and everything? Like that we can.
Yeah, I talked to Stiora, and she's willing to give us a place to perhaps hide while we finish making the hand ready.
Well, the hand seems to be ready.
Kind of, yeah. The problem is that they
It's
are
too ready.
preparing, yeah, to leave. But then again, yeah, I'll let you know that we have someone on the inside, and it could be easier. Well, it will be easier, most likely. But
Mhm.
still, we have to figure out how to do it exactly.
So, definitely correct me if I have this wrong and I'm talking out of the wrong orifice, as it were. But the plan is that M and I shall sneak aboard from the water, and Cypher, you charge out like you're just going to attack them all again, distract them, and then if you can, and then I suppose once we've grabbed the ship, flee, and we'll meet you at Stiora's.
Do I know the way?
Have you been to Stiora's? I think so. I
Yeah,
think you've been
once.
there, yeah. So you know the way.
Okay. Yeah. It might take a little while to defeat them all, but I'll be there.
Well, again, you can run, but if you just defeat them all, that would solve the problem too.
Running is not my style. But let's see how this works out.
I'll actually give you each one of those contraptions I made. You won't be. I mean, maybe it could help, but I probably won't have the time to use all of them.
Okay, how do they work? How do you
Yeah.
use them?
Well, you basically set them up, and whoever steps in them, they're
Mobilized.
yeah, exactly.
How do you set them up?
Well, you just put them on the ground and roll crafts.
You don't have to roll crafts to set them up. You just put them on the ground and hammering like a wooden thing, it takes like a few seconds.
Okay. Yeah, they're all set up. You just have to, make sure someone steps in there.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
And hammering
you
the
don't
pin to
have
make
to
sure they
use
don't
them,
take
I
it
mean-
with them.
Oh, thank you. Shall we be about it then?
I think so, yeah. So we should probably approach from, not from where they would be expecting us. So we can, walk somewhere from there and swim to the shipyard or
Yeah, sounds
something
good.
like that.
Although, Cypher, if you want to approach from the same damn direction, I suppose that's fine.
I don't think I will go from the same direction as you. That would be
Okay.
a bit stupid. But do they have any weapons they can use from a distance? Did you see anything like that?
I'm guessing they would have some.
I
Well-
didn't see any on the shipwrights. And their shipwrights, they're not, necessarily heavily armed except with the tools, which I guess they could throw. There's a crossbow or two on the pirates, as far as you've seen.
Okay. But that means from a big... Actually, I know how I could just distract them. I could just shoot them from far distance and create enough confusion for them to look for me, so it might be easy for you to head off.
Yeah, that could work.
Then I won't be bothered by them that long, which would be pretty nice.
And you'd have time to set up the trap.
Yeah, so basically, is there some higher place, like 100 meters away, or how far can a crossbow shoot?
I think like 100 meters or something should be safe.
Yeah, a story-appropriate distance.
Yeah, definitely. And sure, there's a little bit of a hill.
Yeah.
Not
Then I'll-
like a big mountain or anything, but the ground slopes upwards a little. You could, by the way, if you want to make sure, Dimi, that you actually use all your traps, you could give multiple to Cypher, since you will be in the position of setting them up.
Sure. I think we should still keep one just in case. So I'll give him 2. He's the one being chased, so it's only fair.
All right, then I'm going to go on a place where I can hide a bit in the bush or something.
Sure, you find a
Then-
bush.
Set the traps around that I can't be flanked. Only from straight up they can come to me.
Okay.
And then probably before I start doing that, should talk to you guys that you give me some kind of sign when I should start distracting them.
You could just say something like when the sun is at its height or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we would probably have to wait for your instruction to start anyway.
Okay.
We would be in position earlier, so.
All
Yeah,
right.
if we sent the signal, they might hear it.
Yeah. Then from that distance, I will start shooting rays of light down there,
Okay.
trying to hit the pirates if possible.
Okay. You see the pirate captain standing next to the ship, talking to the to one of the shipwrights.
That's probably the most dangerous one, right?
I don't
And
know.
it would make sense if I hit him, then all the others will be pissed off and looking for me. So
Okay. I'll say you have a bit of a disadvantage, or that it'll be a little bit harder because of the distance, but you can totally go ahead and try.
okay, it doesn't actually need to hit them as long as
No, but to see if you hit him. Like showing a ray in their rough direction is that always works.
Oh wait, I have +2 for the spell. I forgot. It's 4 actually.
Okay. So... You missed the guy by like 2 centimeters. You char the hull of the hand a little bit, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" He looks around, but he doesn't see anybody.
Then should I do it again? Would be a shame if he didn't even realize that I'm shooting on him.
Ooh. Again, like another char on the hull of the hand, and he's like, "What's going on?" And one of the shipwrights shouts, "Was coming from over there!" And points in your direction, and fair enough.
he keeps on happening to duck down at just the right time.
And they run towards six of them run in your direction. As far as you can see, Cypher, the shipyard is empty, except for a guy sleeping in a corner.
So none of the pirates are already going there. Also?
You don't see any other pirates except the pirate captain coming your way.
Okay. So basically, it would be sufficient if I retreat now and shoot some 2
Actually,
or 3
hold on,
rays.
no. 6 of them. Is that all right? There's the one guy who wouldn't head
6
your way.
shipwrights and
6
some
shipwrights. One is not following, but the captain is. So yeah, 6. Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the shipwright that was talking to the captain stays behind, near the ship, and the captain and 5 shipwrights are heading your way.
Yeah, maybe it's that shipwright that we bought, so I won't bother that much. Anyway, they could deal with 1 person anyway. So I'll just shoot another ray and then I'll back off and see how this develops. Oh, this is bad.
Well, they're a little closer, so let's say it's a little less hard. But no, you throw the ray a mile wide, but they know where you are and they're coming for you.
Okay, then
Well, you got their attention, which is what really matters.
Retreat in the direction I should head anyway. So, or at least I should retreat in that direction that they still go into the traps. So I just retreat behind me and look if they keep following me or what happens.
Okay. Well, be sneaky then.
Sneaky, sneaky. Oh.
Need to beat
right.
a 7. Not sure what that's called, but I think 7 is epic, right?
I'm not sure.
I think so.
There's actually no way I can do it. So
they're like, there she is.
Okay, then I'll just keep running, if that's the case, and then if I'm behind something that they can see where I'm going, I'll just go the way to steer us.
Okay. Dimi, out of character, how do you think your traps would work? Like, would they like always run into it, or would it be like some kind of a chance, or would it depend on how well Cypher leads them in a certain direction?
Well, they would have to. They would have to either by chance step in them or be led into them.
Okay.
But they never
are you trying
fail.
to lead them into the trap cipher, or are you just running for it?
That's the thing. I just run backwards so they keep in the line where I set the traps up. Keep running if they're just running in one line at me, they're running into it. At least two of them. So if they do
Okay.
by any chance take an
Let's
easier
say
route where it's
your
not
help
that
makes it
hard to climb.
a little bit easier. So they have still a 30% chance of not stepping into it.
Mhm.
So anything up to 70 would mean that they hit the trap. Okay. Yeah, totally. Two of them step into the traps and you're like, my leg. And one of their friends stays behind to help them, but three are still chasing you.
Is the captain one of those that are chasing me still?
Yeah, the captain and the big shipwright the other day that you tried to chop into bits, the owner of the shipyard.
That would be a great compel for me to actually seek the challenge.
Sure, I'll give you a fate point.
So
Go at it.
I just go retreat until they can't see me, and then I'm going to wait there for them.
Okay. Let's see. Do you manage to hide? It's gonna be a little bit easier this time. To hide if you want. Oh, but you still need to beat a superb result of 5. Which is technically possible, I guess.
Technically, it's possible.
I think you have like a 2.7% chance or something of getting that advantageous result.
It should be less, I think.
Hi, here I am, guys.
Not so much.
And so you don't get to hide. They come charging at you, and this
I
this
release
captain
my sword.
looks at you. You scratched me the other day. You're gonna get paid for that.
Stop talking and do something about it. I release my sword.
Okay. He gets red, and he says, "I am so going to do something about you," and like swings his hammer around and
Actually,
tries to whack you.
Can I use a spell beforehand before they
Sure.
reach me? Then I would like to use my the spell that changes the body structure of mine, so I can be a bit faster.
Okay. How does that work again?
We didn't really talk about how it works.
Brad, we can hear your background.
Crap. Sorry.
Works inside of the rules, but it's just changes my body structure in an advantageous manner.
Okay,
Depending
I
on
think you
situation.
need to roll for it still to cast the spell to see if it's successful.
That's for sure, but I will just use my what's it called, the stunt that enhances my magic, which means this.
So yeah, you create 2 advantages that you can use.
Okay.
And he swings at you. What the fuck? What is this guy rolling? You need to beat a 6
Okay.
to defend against this guy. A fantastic result.
Yikes.
So just roll, and then afterwards you can decide whether you want to use fate points or things like that. Don't forget to add the fate point you got from the compel just now.
Yeah.
Okay. So he doesn't damage you. He just you're off balance a little, and he's preparing his next hit, and it's going to be a big one, that kind of thing.
Okay. Could
But
I
you're not out
just...
of trouble yet, because there is a captain and another guy. Get these. The captain. Okay. The captain draws his rapier and stabs at you.
Okay.
But he does only a fair job, so.
I can see it here.
What, you can't see the results
The
because
roll.
I make a GM roll.
Okay.
If you want, I can roll them in chat if you'd like.
Yeah, so I just defend normally against it, probably.
Yeah. So he swings his rapier at you, and you just dodge under it and laugh at him, basically.
Come on, guys, you can do better than that.
Looks angry at you. And this other shipbuilder, the henchman, he thinks he's gonna be smart. He doesn't have a tool or a weapon with him to hit you with, so he dives for your legs.
Can I just, as a defensive, kick him in the face?
You can try that. Depends on how well you succeed. Okay, you don't really hurt him, but your foot just kind of stops his momentum.
If I use my advantage...
Sure, if you use your advantage, you would hurt him.
Okay. Then that happened.
Okay. So you stick out your foot and break his nose, and blood is kind of streaming down his face.
Mm.
He says, "Ow!" Now's your turn. Go show those stupid.
Well, it would be a shame if the hand that used the hammer would disappear, wouldn't it?
That would be a shame.
Then I slash at it.
Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, sure. You don't like outright cut off the hand or anything, but there's a nice little scratch to remind him just how sharp your swords are.
And if I used one of the advantages?
Now that would definitely deal some serious damage.
That would be a dick move.
That would be a terribly dick move.
No, I think I'm just going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, you like you that the hand is still on there, but it's like severely bleeding, and he can't hold a hammer with that hand anymore.
Okay.
Like, there's no way that he's holding that hammer. So he drops his
It might
hammer.
heal. That's the difference between cut off or. Anyways, that's just. I think I might have created a big advantage for this fight. One that I needed.
Yeah, you get a free invoke on that bleeding right hand of his, by the way.
Okay. I forgot how to use an invoke.
And just it's just a free advantage.
Okay.
So free to +2 to something at some
Okay.
point.
All right. Can I use another attack or? Probably not.
No. It's his turn again.
Okay.
But he's gonna spend this turn picking up his hammer with his other hand. Because he's not really ready to fight you unarmed. The
Yeah.
captain, however, is all but unarmed, and he is ready to take a swing at you. And he does so with great force.
Just block it with
Okay.
great
You
agility.
you block it, but again you're off balance, and at some point this is gonna hurt.
Oh
The
well.
other guy who was lying on the ground tries to grab your foot and pull at it. You're gonna fall, damn it.
If I don't use.
And he does a fair job of doing that.
Okay.
You rolled 4F plus 5.
Oh, damn
And
it.
you're missing the dice.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
This might be even better.
Oh, totally. It's like,
I could
there's
excellently
this
step
guy
on
like
his hand.
there's this sure you can step on his hand. Like there's this guy like pulling, and you're like standing there. It's like, I've got some itch on my leg. Not sure where it comes from. In the meantime, however, the scene zooms out and like zooms back in on the hand of Lucifer, or rather like just next to hand of Lucifer in the water. And Squidmore, what are you doing there, being all squiddy?
So, have they repaired the hole in the bottom?
The hole is not repaired, but there's no way you're gonna fit through it like this.
Oh,
You
okay.
could try making it bigger.
Maybe we should just climb over the side, because it's at anchor, right? We can just either try and climb up that, or
Sure.
something like.
It is at anchor.
Yeah, I'm sure there are a few ropes here and there we can. I'm sure it won't be that difficult to find a way in.
Okay. Yeah. You can climb up. No problem. When you climb up the ship, you hear sounds from below.
Okay.
We hear what?
Sounds from below
Oh,
decks.
sounds. What kind of sounds?
People kind of sounds. Or
It-
well,
okay.
creatures.
Is there anybody on deck though?
The shipwright you talked to earlier today, is climbing up the rope ladder.
Okay. Is it in? Can I try to somehow lock the door where those people are, or
Sure, you could
make
you could lock the trapdoor to that leads lower deck.
I'll do that
The door is now locked.
and ask Mr. Ufri Aru. How many are there?
He counts on his fingers like 1, 2, 3, 4, I think.
Is there another way they can get out? Well,
Sure,
I'll-
they could dive out one of the cannon holes.
well then, Quidmore, make sure you make sure they don't.
Aye. And I'll cut the mooring lines and start to raise anchor, while keeping an eye for anybody trying to climb aboard.
Basically, we should try and prepare the ship for taking off. I'll set up the thing right next to the trapdoor in case someone walks out.
Okay. The ship is ready to leave. You just need to raise the anchor. That's it.
How did we decide on meeting up with Cypher?
Oh,
You were
at
gonna meet
Stiora's.
up at Stiora's.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. So let's. I say we do that. Just sail away, and make sure if someone breaks out of the lower deck or floor or whatever, that they don't be a nuisance to us.
Okay. As you start sailing, you see like you hear like this thudding sound as if somebody like bumped into like the trapdoor.
You know what? I have an idea.
Okay.
I'll get a few ropes. I'm guessing there are some cannonballs around.
Sure.
I'll hang up a barrow full of several of those cannonballs, and I'll make it so that if someone opens the door, it falls on top of them.
Okay. Use your physique to successfully manage to lift a barrel full of cannonballs.
A little help would be appreciated.
Okay. Yeah, I can probably help with that.
I got a fair result.
That would be enough to create an advantage for Squidmore.
Okay. Oh, I'm actually gonna roll some dice.
You want to roll dice more?
I'm not sure. Meh.
Is that including the advantage from?
No, it's not.
Okay. So you have to remove some some cannonballs from the barrel. But you know, it will still knock somebody out if it falls on their head and probably kill them outright.
Well, that's everything I want. I mean,
All right.
I'm a simple gal.
Okay.
And I'll actually try to eavesdrop on those people and try to listen in on what they're talking about.
Oh, and is the background noise fixed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay,
I
good.
didn't hear it.
Maybe if they have some idea of how to get out, so we get prepared or stuff like that.
You hear this this bump as somebody knocks their head into the locked trapdoor. It's like, hey, this isn't funny. Captain, is that you?
Can anyone make a captain noise? Captain voice?
Arr, it's hilarious.
This
Who
is
knows?
our Ufri should tell them that they have to carry some stuff around, so that's why the trapdoor is barred for now. I'm not sure if he would do it.
Sure. It'd be like, yeah, just wait a moment. We just have we have some beams we need to move over. Just wait a moment. You're like, okay. And it's quiet again from below decks.
Let's sail!
And then moments later, he's like, if we're sailing, why are you still on the ship?
He can be, recruited to make the repairs down below.
Let's see how good he is at deceiving. Actually, hold on. I'll just roll it randomly for how it goes. He's like, well, your captain asked me. And he's like, the guy from below decks is like, Captain, what is going on here?
Good mom?
Yes. I'll take a stab at it. There's a bit of a problem on the dock. We just need to move from one mooring to the other. No.
Well, how good are you at deceiving?
Hopefully good enough. We'll see. Yeah, not so much.
Well, maybe he's worse. Let's see.
And tell me
Ew.
if an average
Ah.
would do it. If that doesn't.
Well, he's not that terrible. But he could still roll worse. He's like, you're not the captain. You're.
Is it close
you're
enough?
That guy
Is
from yesterday.
yeah? Is it close
Would an
enough
average
that?
No, no way.
Okay.
Aw.
Not even close. He's like, guys, come over here. And you hear like more footsteps downstairs, and then the sounds of somebody trying to break through a wooden door.
You really don't want to do that.
Well,
You mean you don't want me to do that?
No, that's not what I mean.
from my eavesdropping just before, just now lets me create an aspect. Can I do that now?
Sure.
I want to make them sleepy. That's how
How
possible,
would
or at least one
eavesdrop
of them.
and make them sleepy?
Well, that's creating an aspect about the situation and.
Okay, you can see that they were a bit sleepy. Well, if they were sleepy, then wouldn't they be awake now?
You could sing them a lullaby.
Like, wouldn't the threat wake them up?
I guess. Fair enough.
You can. You're welcome to make another advantage. I just don't think that this one would really help you.
Tired then?
Tired could work, yeah. So it takes them a little while, but as you see Stiora's shipyard coming closer, they break through, and you for just like a short moment, you see like the young hopeful face of a dirty looking boy looking through, and then like a mountain of cannonballs falls on him, and he crashes down the stairs.
See what I said there?
Lies there bleeding and broken.
You should listen to your new captain, guys. Don't come up here.
Squidball looks around confused.
While you guys are busy murdering poor boys on the other ship, let's get back to Cypher.
Mm-hmm.
Cypher,
Yes.
I believe you were fighting.
Yes. And I don't know if I'm attacking or
I
defending.
think it's your turn.
Alright. So
I don't know either, but I think it is your. The
Yeah.
guy tried to grab and he was last, I think.
when the other guy is trying to get his hammer, can I just kick him away that he's out of the fight for for 1 or 2 rounds?
Well, you can kick him, and you can use the advantage of the fact that his hand is bleeding and all the other advantages, and then maybe you can do that. That depends on how well you do.
Okay. Always the weakest ones first. I mean the weakest fighters. The one on the ground doesn't count.
Ooh,
That
okay.
might be a knocking. A kick
Let's
that might
see.
knock out.
Okay. You Well, you don't kick him away or anything, but you do seriously hurt him.
In the face.
Oh, that poor guy. He's going to have a black eye for sure.
Well, if it's only a black eye, that will heal. That's fine.
Yeah, it's only a black eye, but doesn't make it any less painful.
Yeah. The guy has a high defense.
So he's a big, muscly shipbuilder.
Yeah. I'm impressed.
He grabs his hammer and swings it at you.
Oh, that hammer again.
He'll get you for that, he says, and does an average job of trying to do so. Actually, he's gonna use his boost from earlier, and he's gonna do a good job.
Can I use
Sure.
Can I invoke in one of my aspects?
You can invoke the fact that he's got a bleeding hand, and that he
Okay,
has to
then
use
I'm
his wrong
going
hand.
to do that.
Okay. He gains another boost against you, but he doesn't do any damage for
Okay.
now. Captain Tiga, in the meantime, uses this moment to circle around, and he's now behind you. Actually, he tries to circle around. You can try to stop him, of course.
Then I will do so, if possible.
Okay. He's pretty good at doing that. He tries to dodge under your arm and does the whole barrel roll thing. So let's see if you can stop him in his tracks.
That would be a fight as well, right?
Whatever you want to, however you want to stop him. Okay. And not only do you stop him, you immediately just kick him in the stomach. And he's winded.
Should I now start using my swords for serious, or do you guys have any better idea than attacking me blindly like that?
You see, for a moment they genuinely look scared. Then they count their numbers and like, we're 3. This guy is only 1, so we should be fine.
Okay. Well, more fun for me. Then, actually, is this one guy on the ground still holding my leg?
Yeah, he's clinging onto it as like a little baby trying to pull it, not getting any movement into it.
I give him a warning before I really hurt him. You can let go of me, or you can have more than a bleeding nose.
Oh dear. So he gives your leg one last tug, then gives you a scared look, gives his boss a scared look, gives you an even more scared look, and just legs it. I ain't doing this shit.
Sometimes people make wise decisions.
I'll get him for that.
Why? Because he's smarter than you?
You. He says and swings his hammer, but before he does, you get a chance to hurt him pretty good.
It would be. It's not fair if I use my sword now, so I'm just trying to kick him on the wounded hand.
Okay.
Because that's much more fair.
Yeah, I could also attack with my sword on that place. That would be
There's that. Yeah.
even worse.
Okay. That doesn't hit, but or it only scratches it briefly. But it does hurt him, and he's distracted from the pain. So you get a boost, so a temporary +2 that you can use against him.
Okay. So probably the captain is going to attack me again, right?
No, he is the shipbuilder. He gives up on the whole hammer thing altogether, and just tries to kick you in the side.
Okay.
It's a pretty good kick.
Done.
I think I'm gonna stop saying, like, if you guys want to know the number you need to beat, you can just ask me. Like, I'm fine with saying it, but I'll
I
just
see
stop
it on
saying
the
it and I'll
skill
just like
tree.
narrate what happens. Like, oh, he misses or he hits or something.
I'll just
You just grab his leg mid-air and you're like,
so I let one of the sword, the small one, falling down, grab his leg.
oh, that's up to you. Like, you can.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay.
That way.
You just grab one of his legs and like look at him threateningly, and he's just like, okay, maybe not.
Now, should I kick him in the balls or should I just make him lose his balance to fall down?
I don't
Hmm.
know.
I just kick him, whatever I hit.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. That hurt for sure. He didn't like that. Yeah, he's still standing, but he's not happy.
Okay.
These guys seem to get a little desperate. I mean, they're two big guys, and there's only one of you.
Well,
So
in the
surely,
beginning you were
they
free.
should be able to handle you, right?
Well, they can try. I don't
The
mind.
captain takes a swing at you, but he doesn't have his heart in it. It's like he's kind of like more busy with thinking like how he can save his hide if things go terribly wrong, which they look like going.
Okay. So he's
so
not using his
defend
weapon.
against that.
Is he using his weapon or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he wouldn't come any closer. Like he'd keep you at rapier's distance for sure. But yeah, it's like I said, it's just like a kind of a weak thing, and you like parry it with your sword without any trouble.
Can I? Do you know how my weapon looked like with the hole in the middle?
Yeah.
Could I try to actually catch the rapier in that hole and to disarm him? If I use the tech for
You
that?
didn't beat him by enough to do that, I think.
Okay.
But you can try and do that now. You can try and disarm him.
Okay. If I just use my attack for that, then.
Ooh. Yeah, you just his sword clatters on the ground, and suddenly you see fear in his eyes, and he like pulls a very small dagger like from his clothes, but he takes a few steps backwards and he says, "Okay, look, I didn't want any problems. Just leave me alone, and it'll all be fine." Yeah, he didn't realize that your friends were stealing a ship yet, so.
Okay. So you're in a disadvantage, and now you want to stop fighting. I can understand that. I can not relate to that, but I can understand that. So, can you give me another reason why I should stop fighting now? Do you have some gold with you, for example?
Look now, Missy, that's going too far. You're not getting my gold.
Is it?
Yes, that gold is mine.
So perhaps I could just take this rapier then?
He looks at the rapier, he looks at your two swords, and he looks at the rapier and he says, "Sure."
Ah, that's at least something. I just need a trophy. Well then, leave!
He
What are you
walks
waiting
to a safe distance and he shouts at you, "This isn't over!
I hope so. That would be boring otherwise. That's why I let you leave.
As you're shouting to the captain, Mr. Shipbuilder uses the opportunity to try and get the hell out of there.
Yeah. So I let him. Whatever.
Okay.
I just collect my stuff. Bend the sword again to the one, and just go in the direction I need to go.
You can bring the hammer, by the way, because he did so not take the time to pick up his hammer.
A hammer could be rather useful, to be honest, on a ship. So
Okay.
why
Well,
not?
you have a rapier and a hammer.
Yeah.
Starting
And
a
I guess
collection.
you head over to.
That could be a hobby, collecting the weapons of my foes.
That could. You head over to Stioris. In the meantime, however, stuff is going down there because there's one been one unfortunate death, but there's still 3 guys left who are looking angrily up, and they look at his name something. Maybe
Ufri.
what was his name? Ufri. And oh yeah, Ufri. And he says, "Look, they held me hostage. There was nothing I could do." And he steps back, like showing them that he won't fight them because there's no way that he'll fight them. And that encourages them to charge out at you guys, Squidmaw and M.
Can they even get out of the door? Can I tell them something before they do?
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, look, guys. First of all, we have the high ground. You're missing your captain, and we have Squidmaw. So you can decide to fight and possibly meet the same fate as your friend here, or you can keep your position on the ship and sail with us instead of your captain, who is nowhere to be found right now.
But really, I'm hoping you'll fight,
how
because I haven't
persuasive
gutted
are-
anyone in, I don't know, hours.
Oh dear. How persuasive are you guys?
I'm probably pretty non-persuasive, but
Well, you guys can help each other at being persuasive.
I know.
So I actually have provoke. So if you want me to roll and you help.
I did point at you, didn't I?
Yes, yes.
Stand there being a menacing.
And certainly the
menacing
intent of
squid crab.
and certainly the intent of saying that I hope they'll fight is to cow them.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting them to be reasonable, not too much of me, being too persuasive. But we'll see what happens. Depends on if Squidmaw's help is of use.
Okay, well, here we go.
Yeah. They so don't fall for that.
Well,
Like, what?
is
That's
it?
fish?
Would it be possible to say have to clack my terrible claws and have tentacles whipping around to make it extra scary?
Sure.
Okay. So that will so that would actually
Yeah, I know.
okay.
So two of them are like okay, we didn't want any trouble. It's just our captain will like kill us if we come back without the ship.
Well,
Let's recruit them.
I mean, when he comes back, the ship will be gone and you guys will be gone, so you might as well.
And it sounds like.
they,
Oh, okay.
they're arguing amongst themselves, and like this like beefy looking woman seems to need a little extra persuasion. The others are all for not risking their hides against this scary amalgamation of human, octopus, and crab. But there's this woman. She's got this like mean look on her face. And it almost feels like she wants to fight for the sake of fighting you.
Okay, well, I'll say, well, I'm glad at least one of you indulged me. And I'll just attack.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, she saw that coming.
Mm.
And she dodges to the side. And the other two are waiting for a moment to see how this fight is going to go before they decide which side they're on.
Sure.
So she pulls out a pistol and takes a shot at you.
Okay.
Don't you have a trap left?
Yeah, but she'd still be shooting from the position where she is.
Yeah,
so
sure.
She wouldn't be out there yet.
Was just asking.
But yeah, they do have a trap at the entrance. So if one of them comes out, they would step in that.
So, since we're in melee, would I defend with fight or with?
You could she's shooting at you, so you defend with athletics, unless you want to grab the bullet with your claws.
Okay.
I don't think that's very likely, and I think that's going to be incredibly hard.
Okay.
Matrix.
Yes. Ha! Okay. So, shall I go ahead and I'll go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Luckily, I do have chitinous armor. Make it more difficult to penetrate.
Okay.
So,
that seems like that would give you help in melee fights, though.
Well, it's actually just
fight and things like that.
It's actually a stunt. I'm just rolling physique instead of athletics.
Okay, that makes sense. Sure, knock yourself out.
That may not do it.
You just stand bravely in front of the bullet, which was a very foolish thing to do. It just like dents your chitinous armor a little bit, and you take 1 shift of damage.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just take it and shrug it off. And I'll. Is that all you've got?
You see the guys like next to her, like looking at you with big eyes, like, just stop the bullet with his armor.
You know what? For if M noticed something that caught her attention, like maybe, I don't know, a golden goblet or a fancy looking sword or something, and maybe a fate point lying next to it, she would ignore Squidmaw being shot at.
Sure. There's a what's these little room thingies, and on a ship, like a little house on top of the deck.
What?
Oh.
A little like house on top of the deck. What is it called?
Oh, I should have
You know,
pulled
the
up like a
cabin.
list
You
of
mean the cabin of the...
like.
Yeah, a cabin. Exactly. You notice
Oh.
a cabin door.
Or a castle?
No. It's a cabin on the deck. You notice the door being just a little ajar, and there's something something that glints there. It
Oh,
looks
it's
very, very shiny.
it definitely catches my attention, and I'll head that way, and Squidmore can handle himself. He's nothing if not a good fighter.
And
Yeah.
you see these like two guys like downstairs, like, and now she just leaves him, like she has that much confidence in his fighting abilities.
Yeah, and Squidbot doesn't even notice the betrayal on it.
So go ahead, Squidmore, and be like badass.
Okay.
And if you want, you can search the cabin in the meantime. It will take a while, but you can already roll for it.
So let me see. I think I'm going to. I'm going to try and just end it right here. So I'm going to just like. I'm going to attempt to just. Well, no, I guess I do want to do damage, not just create advantage here. So. With that my horrible horrible claws just snip something vital and
dear.
yeah, and boost that to something something legendary. They'll be telling tales of this horrible little skirmish for days at least.
Wow. Okay. What kind of legendary thing is it that you do?
Well, let's see. Oh, I'll attempt to just snip off her sword arm, or her shooting arm.
Okay. You could just go for the head if you're doing something legendary.
Well, perhaps, but I do want her to be around to tell the tale of how she gained her new name, Hook.
Okay. So you just snip off the arm, and she starts like bleeding like a mad woman. And like if she doesn't get any like help like soon, she's gonna just bleed out.
Goodwill will say, well, to the remaining crew, I think you should help your new mate.
Oh wow. So you see like big eyes, and they nod like both in unison, and they immediately start like bandaging up her. As soon as she is bandaged up, she just like bolts for it. Like she's not staying on this ship if she can help it.
Oh, okay, that's fine too.
Okay. But you have found yourself a new navigator and a cook.
Very cool.
We
That
can
would be
meet
useful.
those.
Oh.
Use those.
Yes, I may be a fair hand at seafaring, but navigation is not my strong suit.
As you had before. You arrive at Sierras without further incident, and she helps you expertly patch up the ship. She even gives you the new sails that she promised you like a while ago during your first meeting with her. And yeah, she says, "Good. This is all I can do in this short amount of time. Good luck."
It's
Thank you very
fair
much.
enough.
So actually,
Cypher, you've caught up by now.
yeah, we need this one guy. Or do we? Actually, we don't. We got new people to do it for us. Well, that guy doesn't get our money then.
Which guy?
That guy that sold the wood to
Kira. So he's there with you, I presume. So he says, hold on. If you didn't want me to go and tell the town guards, then you're gonna have to pay me.
Wait, why is he here? We actually said we would meet at.
Well, you brought him with you, I presume, when you went this way, since you thought you'd need him.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's true.
He gives you a shrewd look and he says, I'll do it for 5 silver.
I look at him.
I'll ignore everything I'm doing and go to Cypher and say, hey, where's my gold? If you haven't paid him, I want my gold back.
I give you the gold. So what are we going to do about him?
About the wood guy?
Yeah, he's
How
gonna
much did you promise him?
He wants 5 silvers, so he will just shut up about what happened. But I think I could make him mute by other means if you insisted on keeping your money.
I'll go to the carpenter, not the carpenter, but the woodcutter guy, and give him a gold coin and say, look, just go on your way.
Like, this guy can't believe his luck when Cypher said I could make him mute in other ways. Like, he was ready to bolt for it and just be like, no, you know what? I didn't need anything. Bye. But now that he sees his gold coin, and you know what? He gives you a valuable piece of information. I don't know what it is yet, but it will be an advantage that you can use later.
Okay.
In return for your kindness. Some kind of information that somebody familiar with the area would know.
As I go back and pass Cypher, I'll tell her it's an investment.
Use your money however you like. I don't care.
Fair enough. What did I find in the cabin, by the way, or do you not know yet?
Yeah, you searched it. The shiny thing was the candle holder that you put in the door. And you find some very interesting letters that have the seal of the government of the 7 seas on it. And after reading it, you can totally understand why they got released from the prison so easily after being convicted of evil deeds.
What was the reason?
The government of the 7 seas asks in the letters they ask the pirates of, well, at that time the Green Parrot, I think, was the ship's name.
Mm-hmm.
They ask the pirates of the Green Parrot to look for an object for them that is rumored to have been seen in the vicinity of lake or the island of the lakes. That's called the Hand of Lucifer, and they will be rewarded handsomely for bringing it to the government.
And does it say what this artifact or item is, other than the name?
No, just that it's an important artifact that shouldn't fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, we definitely want to keep it, right?
Well, now I have something to do. I would like to see if I know something about this artifact.
Okay.
Being a hunter of obscure treasures.
Okay, that gives you at least a chance.
Maybe not.
You're phased. You until yesterday you were pretty sure that it was this ship.
Well, I did. Oh no, I didn't hear.
Yeah, you did hear something, but like
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
like
anyway,
you've not heard of it before.
the letters themselves are enough to get me interested. So guys, now we have something to do.
All right.
If you, of course, are interested in that. I mean, an artifact, a mysterious artifact worth a lot of gold, which is probably surrounded by danger and death.
Arr, count me in.
Our kind of thing.
Well, depending on what it is, it may help me.
Aren't the words danger and death enough for you, Cypher?
Exactly.
It's just I can find danger and death everywhere. I don't need that for, but I'm going to face it anyway, so I might as well face this one.
Yeah, so much the better when you go looking for it.
But if there's an
It's an
artifact,
option. You can do something
it
else
might
as well.
be helpful. It might be helpful. So sure, why not? I have no other means at the moment to fulfill my goals, so might as well start there.
Now you once M reads these letters and finds out what this is. You see this light in her eyes, and she's very she does all the jobs on the ship, preparing everything and not caring about anything else. Just making sure everything is ready to go and that we have enough supplies and.
Can
yeah,
I read those letters?
I suppose so. Yeah. Maybe if there was something super juicy, she would keep one and not give it away to you guys. But just not to keep something from you, but just to feel important.
Yeah, sure. Can I read this?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So I should probably roll a law if I know something about it. Right?
Yeah.
If you want. Oh, I forgot to cut purse people.
Oh no. No, you don't really. You haven't heard of the Hand of Lucifer.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? You have heard. You have heard the following. Let me write this to you personally.
I know who I'm going to try and steal from. The guy
That is what you know, Cypher.
Can I try to steal back my coin?
Sure.
Oh, well, guys, have you heard? Do you know who Lucifer is?
Well, would we know who Lucifer is?
Sure. And Lucifer is, one of the bigger demons, if not the biggest. Very famous.
Yeah, sure.
Famous demon.
The Lord of Light, weren't it?
Yes.
He might have lost a hand, and I don't know if it's entirely the thing about it, but maybe it is not a coincidence that this is called the Hand of Lucifer. But well,
Well,
You
just
totally steal your coin back, by the way.
cool.
Sorry, I thought you were done, Cypher.
I'm done.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you guys know this might be interesting.
It's obviously interesting. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, and Squidbot doesn't try and read the notes. He seems
Can Squidmore read?
yeah, good question. I mean, he could attempt to, but it's not his inclination to try, and it might be difficult. But I mean, he's never seemed happy as such, but he seems as close to happy as you've ever seen him. Just like attending to the ship and making sure that we're getting full use of the wind, and other activities on deck.
Could you guys remind me what roles you chose as for crew roles?
Deckhand.
Well, officially it's captain, but
Okay.
Cypher.
it might change depending on how this.
You were boatswain, right?
Yeah.
I'll write the names of your newfound friends as well. And I'll tell you a little about them as you're sailing out of the away from Isla de Seda.
Yes, we actually made it out without any trouble.
Yeah, you made it out without any trouble.
Nice.
Amazing.
You've got a cook called Six Sabri.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit of a nasty fellow. Something about him just feels off, but
He'll fit right in.
Our food. That's scary.
but like, well, while you guys are going, he makes you like this he makes you lunch, and like the food tastes amazing.
I like him.
Yeah.
You've also got a navigator called Thorup. He's a shrewd little guy. You know, you've got these eyes that are like moving around, and he's very clearly aware of everything that's going on. And you have a shipwright. So now you have somebody to tell what to
Command.
repair.
Haha.
And his name was something starting with a U.
By the
Totally,
way,
these names are horrible.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot I love about Roll20, but their name generator is there it is. I don't know, not the best. It's odd. Comes up with some weird stuff.
I think it's on purpose just to, make you rename it.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, and so this Euphry guy, he's this kind of macho like shipbuilder guy, like likes the spotlight, but like for some reason, like there's something about him that tells you that he's not as confident as he pretends to be. It's more of an act than anything.
Em just makes the cabin she found the letters in hers. without officially, letting anyone know. Just goes there and enjoys the luxury.
Do this guy
You won't get a
Guys.
complaint from me. Sorry.
do these guys somehow react to the fact that I come with the dearest tools from their former bosses?
No, they notice it and they obviously like give it a look and they eye you like, but they don't say anything about it.
Yeah. I try to hang them inside the ship at the wall, so
Okay, sure.
as kind of a trophy.
Euphry helps you out and like puts like a few nails in the wall so that you can like hang it over the nails.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. Just as long as those riches your friend promised me are gonna come soon.
Oh well.
I agree. They can't come soon enough.
So let's see. The original ship held 5 people. So I'd imagine there'd be 5 beds, but your guys are 6 people.
I'll
I
sleep on
don't
the
mind.
deck.
I can sleep with my back at the wall. I'm used to it.
Okay.
For at least for now.
Okay. Until you guys create an extra hut on the ship, you can't. That's the word I was looking for. Hut. You can't recruit any more crew members. They just simply not fit.
Okay.
Well, we have more than we expected to, so it's all good.
You have more than I expected you to.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of things I didn't expect you to. Still, like.
Well, okay. So now we're gonna sail away from the 3 islands.
I'm sorry. A meteorite is gonna fall from the heavens. No, wait, it's not a meteorite. It's Lucifer himself.
Oh.
Give
Hey,
me
here's
back
your
my
hand.
hand. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Lucifer. Give me back my hand.
I know it's like he has the hand, but it's still attached to him, and he's looking very angry. No, but like, where do you guys go?
Well, we should ask the navigator where they were headed. If they are going after the hand.
Yeah, of course. He'll tell you. He'll say, well, we were heading to Isla de los Lagos. There's supposed to be a temple there, and they should know a little more about the hand. You guys just have like these guys that you can ask. That's ridiculous. How did I not think of that?
We cheated so nicely.
Yeah. Like I totally didn't expect you guys to recruit them, and so I didn't even consider that you could just ask them and that they, answer you instead of kill you.
I feel so proud.
Well,
You should be.
they don't need to know everything. If that's
Maybe the captain had secrets from his crew.
damn it! I should have brought him
Most
with
likely,
me.
yeah. Well, I say we just head to the lake island.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Full speed ahead.
Okay. So the advantage of having a crew is that you have access to their skills when you're on sea. When you're not on sea, it it depends. Like it's chance if they decide to come with you or if they're off doing their own things. So you guys have a navigator, so you don't actually have to go through the trouble of navigating. And the seas are calm, so all goes well. And after I don't know how long would that take? Half a day of sailing, maybe. You reach the Isla de los Lagos. Unfortunately, you have a map of the place.
Where do we arrive?
You arrive at Mossvale. your goal, or the original goal, was the temples at the top. And the poem is written on this map. That's a bit unusual.
What poem?
Don't you see the poem in the top
right,
left?
right. Sorry, I was I had scrolled down.
You know that it's a village. There's some fishermen. And you know that it's not really big. It's very small for the island. It's so small. In fact, actually, let me move you to Mossville, that it doesn't even have its own map. It just has a picture that I pulled from the internet. So you arrive at this little village. It's really just a bundling of a few houses.
Ah, that's good. So they'll probably not want about us.
And you know that this is because you can hardly do anything on the earth here. It's like very, very harsh nature. So there's a few fishermen that live off like the lakes, but they that's really it.
Well, do you have any idea how to get to that temple in question? Or if not, maybe we should just go and ask.
Brad, we can't hear you.
I was muted. I forgot, what type of ship is the Hand of Lucifer?
I am not sure. I'm not into ships.
It's a pirate ship!
It is a pirate that is crewed by that can be crewed by 5 men, so it's not gigantic. You can sail up the first river into the Lake of the Present.
Yeah, so
but
probably a
the
sloop.
Lake of Tomorrow, you'll have to walk a bit upstream.
Okay.
If there's any damage from the voyage, I'll instruct our trusty shipwright to fix whatever needs fixing.
Sure. He'll take a look at the ship. And this seems like a perfect time to roll a random table. Okay, this doesn't happen yet, but this will happen later.
Wait,
sorry,
who is Rupert?
You don't know Ogu either.
Yeah, true, but yeah, okay.
I don't know if you answered me because I got distracted, but do we know how to get to the temple?
You just go. Yeah, you know where the temple is because it says
Okay.
temples on your map, and you know
Oh, right,
that
we
you
have them
can like sail up to like the stream that heads to the Lake of Tomorrow, and from there on you need to walk, or ride one of your new crewmates.
Well, come on, guys, wake up! We have stuff to do. Chop, chop.
I'm opening my eyes.
Yeah, I think now would be a great moment to move to the next day. Somebody give me a weather table. Tell me what kind of weather it is today.
Oh, we only need 1 day to travel from one island to the other?
In this case, it took half a day. Yeah, it was quite close
cool.
together. You've got a beautiful snowfall again today. The lakes are not frozen, so you can sail them without problems.
But we shouldn't really sail into them because they might freeze later on, and that would
They
be
could
a shame.
if you wait here for a day. That is true.
Let me go up to some random guy from the not
Okay.
random guy, but
From Mossville, I presume.
yeah, and I'll go ahead and ask if they have heard about any storms coming this way, or or blizzards or anything that we should be worried
How
about.
should they know?
Maybe
So
someone
there's
came from somewhere.
There's
storms
a
move,
tiny shop that's open, and there's a fisher working on his boat together with his wife, getting ready
Yeah,
to sail out for the day. Who will you talk to?
I'll try to figure out. I don't know. Maybe get some feeling about them. I guess, or I don't know.
Okay,
Just
go ahead. Go and feel
look them up and down.
Looks like a fisher. Actually, I'm sure you can tell some general. He doesn't look too friendly. He's just a bit like being moody at his wife.
Then I'll.
The wife looks a bit strange. Like she's wearing weird clothes that seem kind of out of place in this rural village.
Well, let's go up to her and ask how's everything going first. General small chat, small talk.
The stars are in my favor tonight. I feel it.
Do say. What do you mean?
She
We're
just
all
looks
there, right?
dreamily up at the sky and says, "Don't you feel it? Saturn is just marvelous." And like the sky is clear blue, or not clear blue. It's clear white since it's snowing. No stars to see.
And why would you say that? We're here. It's obviously a horrible day.
How marvelous! How marvelous!
High as a kite.
I'll ask the fisherman. Is your wife okay?
Are you
Or your-
insulting my wife?
No, I'm just being concerned.
She's fine. It's none of your business.
That is true.
That's fine with me. Well, since he's preparing to go away to go in the ocean, guessing he's not expecting any storms or anything, so I'm fine with that.
The woman bends over and grabs like a little hand of snow from the ground and offers it to you, Squidmon, and says, "Here, take this for good luck."
Oh, I think it's too late for that, but I will take it.
It is never too late to change the tides. You hear her husband
yes.
like mutter to her, like, "You sound like those fish."
I smell like those fish. I know it.
Yes, that is what he says. You sound like those fish.
What fish do you mean, kind sir?
Those fish from like upstream.
I don't really know. Well, wait. Let me see if I know.
Do they do a lot of talking?
Are you?
Definitely not. We just arrived.
Oh.
So even with like such terrible roles, being you, you would know that. Actually, let me write this to you.
Okay.
Your personal knowledge. This is something you would know. You don't know if that's the fish he's talking about, but you could.
But it could be.
Could be the connection.
And Squidmouth has only an average command of this lore.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a thing you would know with an average.
All right.
It would be something M would know with a poor though.
Well, what's the problem with those fish that you mentioned?
Always spouting their nonsense and like they're just like they're just like trying to take over the island. They're always up to something.
And spouting
Maybe you're
nonsense,
just-
that's unforgivable.
Or maybe you're just too salty. You can't catch them. Ha 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 ha.
He's so grumpy he doesn't even get the joke. But his wife like giggles. Salty. That's
I'll
funny.
ask the wife. Have you are you friends with those fish?
Friends. What is friends anyway? I'm better at being weird than I expected.
Well, whatever you call it.
I fall asleep while standing there. Because
Well,
I'm so
aren't
not
we
caring
all
about what his
friends in
wife,
some
what
way?
the wives of him says.
Aren't we all friends in some way?
Indeed. Do you want us to tell your other friend something? We're heading that way.
No, I think they already knew everything.
And Grinsen, probably.
Well, I think I would like to meet these fish.
They should be cool. I'm for that. And they're on our way anyway, so let's not forget the big picture here, guys. We're after something. So
That's the
Go,
moment
go.
I wake
Oh,
up
yes.
again. Oh, finally.
Awesome.
Treasure.
Arr.
So, you guys sail or walk? That's up to you. Do you sail or do you walk up to the river?
I would like to swim.
I would like
Okay,
to
the
walk
water
because
is
I don't
awfully
want the
cold.
ship to freeze in there.
Sure.
That,
And
because
you
it would
walk. Which side do you walk? To the left or to the right?
Let's go.
Or I should say to the east or the west.
The west side looks shorter, but the right side is the house on the map as well.
Yeah, anything that you guys see here is like drawn on the map.
Maybe we should check on that house. Maybe there's some information we can get there.
Does our map say what this is? What the house is?
No, it just shows a house there. Like the map literally doesn't says what it doesn't says. Like this is
Okay,
literally the
sure.
map you see, and as you discover new things, like maps are drawn by people or beings or whatever. So they may be faulty, and there may be like there may be differences. Like this one has a poem, the other one didn't have that. So it just depends on like how detailed it is. This person apparently thought that it was important to mention the temples, but not like the house in G19 and the one in Q15.
At least they put the coordinates on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, the eastern side sounds fine to me.
I think we have enough time, anyways. I heard you said the island is how big is this island?
This island is 19 kilometers or so.
Oh, actually, then it would make a huge difference if we walk west or east.
So one of those hexes is 6 kilometers.
It would be
Going by ship would be even faster.
6.
You can also use the ruler tool on the left. You see like a bunch of signs, and there's a one that looks like a ruler or a comb. Depends on your imagination. You can use it like. So you take a little longer route, so it would probably be like a. I think there's
Okay,
some kind
it
of way
doesn't
where you
make
could do.
that much of a difference, so we can go this side. This side. I would suggest that.
Okay, sure.
That's
Oh,
fine.
oh
with me.
wait, actually that's 12. That's 12 again. That's 6.
I mean, it would take a while, and actually, I
It's
would
6
be against it.
kilometers longer, so whatever. Let's just do that.
Tim would be in favor of going with the ship since it's going to be faster. But if you guys are all for walking.
It would
Well,
be-
I guess I'm more worried about the crew running off with the ship than I am with the lake freezing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Actually, that's a pretty good point. So
So you just drop them off in Mossville and go away with the ship, or what?
no, we
we just all of us go with the ship.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it doesn't take you very long to get there. There's a nice stiff breeze, and before long you've reached the mouth of the river.
Oh, and on the way at the suggestion of the mysterious otherworldly force known as Chat,
Ooh.
Squidma is gonna make that trophy hand that he got from the one crew that wanted to defend the ship into a necklace.
Okay.
Well,
Let's see how good he is at crafting necklaces.
Oh, he may have to ask for help. I don't know if M wants to deal with something so grisly, but I'll give it a
Tim
shot.
has dealt with awful stuff all over the world, so a hand is just one of those.
Okay. Well, surprisingly
stream.
enough, what do you do? How do you stop it from starting to rot immediately?
I didn't think he thought that.
Well,
What?
maybe I don't know. Maybe there some form of tree sap is used to cover the wood of the ship. To preserve it, and I'm guessing that would stop the rotting of the hand, at least
For
partially.
a while.
And then if we find someone to cover it in something more, better suited for that purpose.
Okay, so for a while, this
Well, I
this
mean,
necklace is preserved.
and even failing that, it just gets more flavorful and aromatic as time goes on. That's fine.
You're now wearing an arm as a necklace.
I rolled resources to see if we have something that would be more that would do the job better than.
I don't think so.
Than that. Okay. You look more beautiful than ever, Squidmaw.
I'm
You're too kind.
I'm racking my brain trying to come up with how the hell I can turn this into a reputation, arm chopper Squidmill or something.
Well, modern art is grim sometimes. So the hand might be fitting.
True. It's definitely some kind of art. So,
Mud arm art.
after a
Sorry.
stiff hike, you guys eventually arrive at the temples. They're beautiful buildings. They don't look at all like the drawing.
But what about the nameless house?
You took the boat.
Oh yes. Sorry. Of course.
It's still a nameless house.
It's still a nameless house. So these it's a low stone building that actually extends partially over the water. And as you reach, you see outside the stone walls, you see two people. One of them is standing in front of the wall with an apple on their head, and the other is throwing knives.
It's a good way to get time to kill time. That's I approve.
How is he doing?
Very, very good. Nobody's getting hurt.
For now.
For now, and at that.
Speaking of killing, should we give them some applause with the cannon?
I don't think this is necessary.
Oh, all right.
As you're talking, an older man comes out and like scolds them, and tells them to stop that immediately. That is absolutely reckless. It's not what we are about.
I'll shout from the ship. What are you about then?
You're not on the ship anymore.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't sail this upper thing, so I just presumed you walked it. If you wanted to do something else, then my bad. We'll go back and try something else.
Oh, it's fine by me. Fine for me.
So there's a tempo to two boys that are shooting knives at each other.
Not boys actually.
Oh.
The one throwing the knife is a woman. The guy standing as target practice is a guy there.
What age are they?
Roughly, like, I don't know, like normal age. I don't know. The woman is how old are you? Are you old for your kind?
Me?
Oh yeah, you're very old, right?
Yeah.
The woman is an absolute greenhorn for you. Like, you can clearly see that. The guy, well, for you as well. For you, everybody is a greenhorn. Not the older guy who scorned them though. He seems more in your age category.
He seems more worn out. Maybe young as well, but you know, they don't last as long. I mean, I'm fine with people shooting knives at each other. Maybe if we had the space, we could have recruited one of them, the shooter, I mean, help us with whatever we're doing. But
well, you could kick somebody off the ship if you prefer like somebody else, but then they'd still have to come.
I think they're quite loyal for now because I don't think they would like to face one of us.
I'd like to try and figure out how this building is built. Maybe where if we get denied access to it, how would we be able to enter and points of access, stuff like that.
Sure.
I'd like to investigate the place.
You see that the area where the temple extends over the lake. The lake has been divided up into like separate pools with like different colors of water in them. So that's wide open. You could always enter through there. For the rest, like the building is a low stone building. You think probably part of it is underground.
And how rich does it seem?
Not particularly. Like it seems like an old place, so maybe rich in knowledge, but not like rich in gold.
Oh.
Exactly.
Seems very soberly built.
Well, do you guys have any ideas other than walking up to those guys and asking them about what we want?
Not exactly, and I don't think there should be any reason why we don't try that at first.
Well, we maybe don't want to to tell what we're after. That's why I asked. But then again, no one can stop us.
Yeah,
I think
I
we have to
could.
risk it.
Yeah, I could see going either way, like either being coy about it or not. I'm not sure that it occurred to Squidmaw to talk around what what we want directly, but possibly.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Go up and greet those guys.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know
Hello,
if there are
we are a
stairs
traveling
or a way
improv
or.
group.
Hmm?
Hello, we are a traveling improv group.
We have our jester here.
So greetings, travelers. What is it that you seek at our temples?
We would like to ask you some questions because we seek some knowledge that you might have.
Well, if
Everybody's
it's
enjoying their ruler.
if we are allowed to seek the knowledge ourselves, we even won't bother you with our questions and everything. We've heard that we may find what we're looking for here.
So you guys don't mention what kind of knowledge you seek, right?
Nope.
No.
Sure. Anyone is free to look for knowledge here.
Do you have some kind of library? Or
Certainly.
would we be allowed
Augu
to
here,
enter?
and he gives the woman who was practicing her knife throwing skills a sharp look. Would gladly show you the way.
Or grog. I think I
Oh, very
generally
nice.
find my best wisdom at the bottom of a cask.
How very nice of you. Thank you very much.
What did you say, Brad? I'm sorry, I didn't comprehend what you were saying.
Oh, I asked if they had any grog, saying that Scuba saying I generally find my best wisdom at the bottom of a cask.
We have a lot of water. He gestures to the lake.
Oh.
Em also looks disappointed.
Well, I suppose we should have a look around anyway.
So I think this is a nice time to start ending the session.
Okay.
That was quite a ride.
Yeah.
You guys like it?
Yeah, that was good.
Sure.
I think it was cool. You like every session from now has up until now has been like filled with action. Like you guys like undressed like a mercenary and like made him your enemy. You got thrown into jail and escaped, and you stole a ship and decided to look for the hand of Lucifer. You guys are pretty
Mission
good
accomplished.
yeah, like you guys are pretty good at like escalating things and coming up with interesting things to do. Like really all I have to do is like, put some obstacles in your way and be like, hey, occasionally like what I do when preparing for the session is literally like I took like 10 minutes to decide what the people that you guys mentioned in the important NPC list were going to do today. That was it.
Nice, good deal. Yeah, I love Fate for that.
Yeah.
We can make our own trouble.
Then you guys like are great. Like you're doing like really well with the system. I think you've really improved at Fate in general.
If you play the system, then it's likely to improve using
True,
it.
true. The important NPCs. Are there any people you guys would like to, like me to keep track of what they're doing?
Well, the captain, maybe even the shipwright from.
Well, he's
Okay.
with us, so.
No, the other one, I think, like
Oh.
the Captain Tiga and the main shipwright, right?
Well, Captain Tiga is in one of my aspects, so I'm guessing he's an important NPC anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So for now, I'm keeping track of the Navy captain.
Yeah, yeah, definitely him too.
The mercenary, Captain Tiga, the shipwrights, Telltale Jones, and potentially people you guys don't know about.
Mhm.
Yeah, as
anybody else that you would like us to, or like me to keep track of, where you think like, hey, this person could be cool.
Oh,
Maybe
and perhaps the crewmate who lost her hand.
Oh, right.
I'm sure she needs some vengeance.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd like to not exactly keep track of, but kind of do something about this crazy lady in the village. I don't know what exactly, but I don't know, maybe bring her a token of those fish she was talking about, or I don't know.
She'll probably be important
Well, I mean,
anyway.
I think that's something for you to do, right? So you can
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I'm
take
just
action
mentioning it if just you might, have something in mind, or I don't know. Just letting you know.
Yeah, and as a character, I wouldn't want to be like hunted down at sea, but as a player, I do.
Yes.
Did our bounties change, by the way, or our
No, they
or-
didn't. But Squidmaw got himself a nickname. What do you think of Butcher Squidmaw?
That could be pretty good.
Since you did kind of butcher somebody's arm off.
Yes.
or the share of
like I don't
doom?
have, like, if you have like some cool inspiration like right now where you think like, oh, this really fits.
Mhm.
Like you'll be known for cutting off that arm. So something with that is fine. If you don't have information, it's just gonna be Butcher, and then if you come up with another cool name that you like later, you can always put in effort to try and change what your reputation is through like contacts and like bribing people and whatever, taking actions.
Well, Mikey is suggesting Red Claw. Kind of like to.
I think that's like something that you can work towards, but I don't think that it would be like what you would be known for after cutting somebody's arm off.
Okay.
Well, red coming from the blood, from the cutting. I don't know. I think it fits, but it's up to you.
But yeah, I'm fine with the Butcher for now.
I think the Butcher is just so much more likely than Red Claw.
Okay.
Like people are simple. They're not gonna. No, not yet. Like you can change that. You can work towards like changing that, but.
Okay. Now should that be
just
an
hire a bard and have him sing tales of you.
So should that be an aspect in addition to Squidmaw the Unworthy, or?
No, it replaces.
Replaces it. Okay. Cool.
I'm just writing.
Oh, what was the name of the lake or bay that both shipwrights were on?
What are you asking?
The name of the lake or bay that that both of the shipwrights on the old island were on?
Actually, I didn't come up with a name, so you're welcome to name it yourself.
Okay. I will definitely come up with a name so that I can be Squidmaw, the Butcher of Botany Bay or whatever.
totally. Like go and do that.
Okay.
The whatever Bay Butcher. Awesome. Yeah, totally. Just let me know what the name is and I'll add it at some point.
Okay.
Then there is still the wiki. So I've got some things in that are unfinished from the A till D. There's Akira Island and Coal Dragons. Is anybody volunteering for any of those?
Open
For
the page
next week?
again.
Sorry, I zoned out for a moment.
First, actually, another question. Did you guys like doing the wiki, and do you want to keep doing it?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I
then
personally get a bit confused when we're discussing them because I don't remember almost anything from
Okay.
from what we were talking and saying. But yeah, I enjoyed the process.
Okay, well, I think the discussing them is more that people on the stream can follow like the stuff we create.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
not important that you remember the whole thing.
I think actually the wiki is more like something for you, Hasse, to actually just look up if you need something or need
Yes,
ideas.
of course. I
and-
will totally use that for like my later adventures that you guys are gonna get into.
Yeah, I think for us it's more if we want something specifically to happen, then we know it anyways. And otherwise, it's more of a tool for the game master to have something at hand at any
Yes, of
given
course,
time.
but it's also like the thing. It's like the idea of it is that it's a fun mini game. So if it's not fun, then I'll come up with stuff by myself. But if it's fun for you guys, hey, then win-win, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
And I can do the island. I was the one I mentioned it in one of my footnotes, so I can finish the job, I guess.
okay, I'll write down Dimi in the content index. Is there anybody who would be interested in doing the Coal Dragons?
I don't think there's not that much to it, but I can do whatever I'm told to. So
No, you're not told to do anything. It's an option. If nobody does it, I'll do it eventually.
I can do the Cold Dragons as well. I enjoy making up stuff.
Okay. Then.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to footnote Barnacle Beach.
Yeah.
But I'm. Well, okay. I think I want to do one of the figures mentioned, one of the people, rather than like an island. But I'm not sure which.
You can do a few things. We're gonna work on PFG for now, so you can come up with something new for those, or do like one of the existing ones. There's a General Jacqueline in there, for instance.
Okay. Yeah, probably that.
That you can do.
Can you change the color of that general? Because when I look at it, when I see it like this, I think of it as done.
Yeah, I'll just change the color since like I had the color for those because we were still like busy ABC. So now like we're EFG, so I'll change those to red.
Can I do the hollow sword?
Sure. Okay. Knock yourself out. We'll
I
do
have a question.
ETH then.
If we write, a new thing, for example, like I did with that island, when I with the Akira Island, if I mention it, should I also write the article about it, or do I just leave it?
No, that's
okay.
Like just mention it, and then anybody can write the article about it.
Okay.
Make sure that if you add something to a letter that has already been, just make it like red so that we know that we need to go back and add that. So you guys all have a thing, and yeah, you can look at the red footnotes and add some there. That would be cool.
Okay.
There's the Coral Temple. This is so new. I think I didn't have that ready.
Yeah, it's new. Alright, it's my bad. I didn't change the color.
If
Okay,
you
so there's
want, I
also
can do
that.
that too.
Okay, sure. I'll write your name down, but remember, like you guys only have to, like, the idea is that you only do one. You can do as many as you want, but don't feel forced into doing one just because your name is behind it. Okay.
Oh, I was muted. It's a matter of honor now.
Is it? So I think that is it, unless somebody has something they want to mention.
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Other than the wiki thing that we do, I think we should start working on the pirate code,
Oh yeah, you guys should
which
make a
we
pirate
were
code.
supposed to do even before starting the the
And a name
campaign.
for your crew and a flag.
Yeah, and I think at least we should start with, you know, everyone writing one point or rule or whatever you want to call it, so we can at least get started on it.
Yeah, and of
Okay.
course, your crew members will also be held to according to that code.
Fine with me.
It's more kind of like, this is the code we want to go by. So if you want to be like a very peaceful crew, then you write, the whole we don't kill people thing down. It doesn't have to be anything like a traditional code.
It's just the code for our ship.
It's your code of honor for your ship, basically.
Okay.
And you guys can make it like any form or shape or whatever you want. Like it's totally up to you. Like,
So not the universal pirate code.
leave no survivors could also be part of the code.
Unless they want to join our crew.
Or everybody gets an equal cut in the gold we find. No stealing from each other, things like that.
That's just stupid.
Yeah. Rule 1: there are no rules. Only suggestions. Guidelines, if you will.
If
Okay,
there's a
so-
need for a rule, always keep in mind rule 1.
So so you guys have your articles. You're also welcome to add new articles. We're at the H now, so anything up until H is fine. And there's the pirate code. Like, everybody writes a rule for the pirate code.
Is there a particular reason that you wanted to do it limited to specific like alphabetical ranges rather than all over?
That was in the original system, and I just kind of kept it there because it like made sense. Like, you'll get like a bunch of things, so it's not something I would hate like losing. So if you feel like you have something for another letter, that's fine. It's just like, I guess it eventually makes sure that there's something for all the letters.
Okay.
I guess, but it's like totally optional. If you guys don't want to do the letter thing, like, is there anybody that wants to remove the whole using the specific letters?
I would just keep the letters as kind of a dictionary that you know where something is, but that's it.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
oh, I was just kind of curious, really. I mean, I'm happy to do General Jacqueline this week anyway. But I was thinking that in the future, as long as we're working towards filling out things in pretty much all the letters, that what captures our interest may be outside of that particular range on a particular week.
I don't see any anything that forces us to make the A, B, C, D, E, F, and so forth. But I guess it adds some structure to the whole thing. But I don't think either way is better or worse. I mean, I'm sure if someone has an idea with an N, Hase won't mind that we added something.
No, I'm fine. Okay, fine. Then I'll remove the letter. Is somebody still in the document? Can somebody turn the remaining stuff below the H red as well?
Sure.
How do I do it? Okay, somebody's doing it already.
Okay, cool. So feel free to pick any letter or any existing thing. The red ones still need to be filled out at one point, but there's no need to do them like first or anything. They just, eventually the red numbers need to get less instead of more, which is like for a while they're gonna get more. But if you decide you want to do another topic, then the one assigned to you, that's fine. We're not doing the letters. There's no need to fill it out from the beginning either.
I think I need to swap one of my skills for report.
That's up to you. You're welcome to, like I said, you can change your skills at any point. If you want, you can remind me when you uncover more information on the hand, you'll get another skill point. So that's thing you can do, or when you give up on getting more information, like when you have a move forward in that direction or move away from it.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Never mind. You guys get a skill point for capturing the ship. That was way too cool to leave unnoticed.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to demand a skill point. Like in sort of consecutive sessions, but it was kind of cool.
Well, the idea is that you do it every other session or so. So
we can instead get an upgrade of our special item that we got in the beginning. Something different. If you don't want to, give out skill points so often.
No. Like I'm following the system. That's what Fate is. The stunts and things like that are. Of course, you can put your skill point into your item. That's fine.
Yeah,
if you
right.
think your item deserves the skill point. Again, still the limit is verb, so a 5. So you can't go above a +5 in anything. If you broke the column system with your last skill point, then try to spend this skill point to somehow fix it. Or fix it a little bit more until it's fixed, and then you're welcome to break it again. Or if you didn't, then there's no necessity, and then you can break it.
Okay.
I have a question. Our items in the beginning gave just an aspect, and then they start giving, bonus damage or, better hit rates, I guess. But what if our item wasn't a weapon or an armor or something?
Well, I mean, you can have an item have a skill. So if it was a tool, like thieves' tools, then it could be the thieves' tools of +1. So then they give you a +1 in, burglary.
Okay.
For instance. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's kind of the same as, just getting the skill yourself.
Sure.
Well, with potential downsides, but if it feels cooler to have it attached to the item, then there you go.
Sure. And you can show it to people and say, "Oh, look what I've got."
Yeah, I mean, it's just if you break it down, everything in Fate is it revolves around very simple mechanics. So yeah, it's just something extra, and it's an item and it has stuff, and it can do things that you can't do, it can, instead of giving you just a skill point, it can say Okay, if you succeed by an extra shift, or if you fail by a shift less. What else is there possible? Look of items. You get an extra dice, like you can roll 5 dice and keep like 4 of your choosing.
Oh, right, that was cool.
Or it deals at least like deals a minimum amount of damage, or it always succeeds by at least 2 shifts. Or like if for armor, for instance, it reduces any damage higher than 4 to a 4. Or in case of a tool, it could be like, hey, if you fail, the maximum failure amount is like this. Like if you were like using like super clean surgeon tools, for instance, like then you can't create an infection with those. So your maximum failure is just cutting through somebody's artery, which still seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. That's pretty cool though. I still
So
haven't
there's
figured one
more
out.
options than just getting a
Yeah.
skill point.
Yeah, when you put your mind to it, yeah.
Although really, I think I'm just gonna bump up provoke.
Sure. Well, you have
still not
become
sure.
significantly more threatening with an arm necklace.
Yes.
Or could we? How many skill points would you need to get a stunt for it?
You can't exchange skill points for stunts.
Okay.
But you'll get a stunt. The idea is roughly once every 6 sessions or so.
Okay.
It's gonna like it depends like on how long you guys take about the story. It's more when you finish like a story chapter. If you guys were to get the hand of Lucifer, for instance, then you would get a stunt.
Sure. Makes sense.
Which would probably be something like, hey, you find something in the treasure hoard, like an item that's worth a stunt, or a spell that you could use. Like that's how it would happen in the story. Like the treasure hoard is where you get your stunts from. Usually. If you guys want to go on an adventure that doesn't have treasure, then I'll add some other way to get stunts. But in general, like when you get to the treasure, that's where the stunts are.
What's the point of no treasure?
I don't know either.
Train.
But on the off chance that you guys would want something so ridiculous, it's an option. I'm all for options. As long as you guys don't leave those islands. Well,
You know what? I want to go to America.
Eventually, like, if you guys want to keep like playing the campaign, but I think like we're first after the adventure gonna do other stuff. Then I'll create more islands and things like that, especially with help of the wiki. Do you guys like the pirate and demons world, by the way, in general, like as far as you've seen it?
At the moment, yes.
Yeah, I had reservations at first, but I'm really getting into it.
I'm still wondering if we have even encountered any of the demons, but they're. I don't think we've even paid too much attention about it to it.
I can think of at least one demon that you have encountered.
But now that you asked the question, I was thinking, okay, how does that differ from from a regular pirate setting? And then I thought, wait, there are demons and there's magic and there's shit like that, but we just haven't paid too much attention to those things, and that's why to me right now it feels like a bit like a other pirate world. But then again, there is a lot more to explore and to do. We just, at least I personally still can't get into my character too much, but once I do, I will.
Dear. Your regular problem.
Yeah.
Altitis. Your regular problem. Alt-itis.
Well,
you're always welcome to change her if you come up with something. I
Oh,
keep
no.
I keep thinking that she's like whenever I see you play her, I just can't stop thinking of what's her name? Your first female character.
Oh, Leah.
Yeah, I just keep thinking that she's Leah, like this young woman, like a bit arrogant, like just that's like. And then I have to remind myself that she's not young and she's not Leah.
Well, maybe I should change things a bit more drastically, I guess.
Well, that's up to you.
Yeah.
Whatever gets your story things tingling. Story senses. Yeah, I think we're done then.
Yep.
I officially
like it.
declare this the end of the session.
Okay.
Just a moment. Well, okay. I definitely thank you guys. That was awesome. And everybody in chat, I really appreciate you hanging out with us. It is very cool. And if anybody enjoyed this and hasn't already hit follow, please do so that get a reminder whenever I go live. And if it happens during the stream, it'll I have a thing set up so it'll block so that it'll make a fanfare and such on the stream, and I think it's kind of cool.
Is that new?
Yes. I tried putting it together yesterday, and it didn't, and it wasn't working. But I think it is working now. It went off early on in the stream.
Yeah, cool.
So I guess that's it. Thanks again, everybody. Blast.
I'd wave, but you guys can't see me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could be waving both hands right now, like in a furious fashion.
Vigorously.
We should just, assume. And so in terms of stuff coming up, probably the next broadcast won't be till Saturday. I might fit something in on Friday night, but I definitely won't be able to on Thursday. So again, probably Saturday for Taking Waterdeep. And that one we should be back to a regular broadcast. Although if I'm down a person or two, then I'd be up for doing a player game again. I'll just make sure that or a viewer game again. I'll just make sure that I have pre-generated characters ready so that it goes a little bit more smooth. So I guess that's it. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.